the last 3 minutes, which is why we're a little bit late joining you, everybody. But we're very, very proud of ourselves. A huge warm welcome. I'm so excited to be here. It feels like such a long time ago since we were doing the last HSN preview. Do you know, I get such used to the cadence of doing them one a month, and then it totally throws me off when they don't have any craft shows in December. So it is so exciting to be back with you. Next week is not only HSN Craft Day, but it is kicking off the new year in style with their massive HSN January New Year New Craft Day. Now, you know, every year January is one of the biggest events for HSN when it comes to everything craft related, and this year is no exception. Now, we're going to be launching, the whole event launches at midnight on Monday night, okay? So midnight on Monday night and right through the day Tuesday. Good news is we're not the Today Special, so I will not be seeing you at midnight, but I am coming up in the 1 a.m. hour, so they're doing a massive 2-hour launch for the event. There'll be the launch of the Today Special, we come up in the 1 o'clock hour. I've got some immense products in the 1 o'clock hour, and then I will be on throughout the day on Tuesday, and my full hours I'm going to be with you at 9 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then of course no craft event is the same without an hour of me and Adam Freeman. So me and Adam Freeman will be closing off the event in style at 9 o'clock. So loads and loads of exciting stuff to go. Now, we have some brand new world launches. For the first time ever, we have product which is exclusively available at HSN, so we're going to be walking you through that. We have 2 absolutely immense authorship programs, both of which programs are completely exclusive to HSN. So we've got some amazing product that I'm going to be showing you. But of course, I mean, I can't manage a whole HSN preview on my own, can I not? I need a glamorous, no, let me take that back. I need a gorgeous assistant who can keep me right and do the chit-chat. And you say, yeah, don't worry, our Ben is going to be here with me for the next few hours, keeping me in check, and more important, giving away all my stock, aren't you, Ben?
I am going to be giving away all your stuff.
Did you like the little head there, or did that spoil your hair?
No, it's fine. It's all right. What is she like? Good job I washed it this morning, isn't it? Like I just
it did feel nice and soft.
It is very soft, very soft. Got a new waistcoat on today, got my USA tie on as well. USA, USA. I am very excited about this show. It is going to be an amazing preview show for you. And of course, I had a flick through the booklet. There are so many items that you guys are going to absolutely love and want. And the great news is, I'm being told the majority of the items are already live on the HSN website. So do let us know straight off the bat what you've been shopping for, or indeed what you are going to be shopping for. If you haven't yet got the booklet, it's my duty to tell you that you need to grab it. You will find the link for the booklet wherever you're watching us right now. You'll find the link in the comments there, so download that and have a peruse at your leisure, and you can see all of the goodies which are coming up on Tuesday. You can also see loads of great ideas in there as well. You get all the show times, of course, so you don't miss out on anything. It is your roadmap for what is going to be an unbelievable show on Tuesday. As always, we have got Susie and Taylor on the socials today, keeping me right with all the comments coming through. So anything that you want to ask, anything that you want to know, let us know what you've been shopping for. Get the comments in, and of course, the more you comment, the more chances you've got of winning, because right throughout this show, I am going to be giving away the items that you are going to be seeing. So it is worth a little comment, it's worth a little hello, and who knows, I could be picking you out a little bit later on to win, and we're doing that right throughout the show. Already in and already excited, Nina's with us from Pennsylvania, and Robin from Connecticut. Hi to Rhonda in Northern Carolina. Hi to Laura Power. Hi to Brenda in Fort Myers, Florida. Amy's with us in Arizona. Jennifer in South Carolina. Beth in North Dakota. And Marnie Pinchoff says good morning from a dark and rainy Arizona. If it is dark and rainy where you are, we are going to cheer you up over the course of the next couple of hours. So many great goodies, so many great items to bring to you. And like I said, we are super pumped and supercharged for this. Now, just to kind of whet the appetite just a little bit, Sara is stood by a collection which I think is going to drive you absolutely bonkers.
It's driven everybody here absolutely bonkers, guys. Let me tell you, this is the first of the world launches that we are previewing. Now, the good news is this is actually live on the HSN website right now. In fact, Ben, everything on the show, the reason we're doing the show today, just like less than 48 hours before the start of the show, is so that nearly everything is live. When I say nearly everything, so what we haven't got is the 2 items which are auto ships. You want to wait until Tuesday because you want to get in on the auto ship program, okay? I'm going to show you one of those in just a second. However, the rest of them are live, and HSN are running that fantastic shipping deal whereby you spend $75 and you can get free shipping. So something like this is automatically going to qualify you for free shipping, plus you then get free shipping on everything else in your bag. Now, what is it, right? This is my brand new January signature collection, and it is unlike anything we've done before. It's Roaring 20s.
Oh, yes.
Right? Now, if I just flick you through the paper pad, you will see, and this is a foiled paper pad as well, you will see that it's unlike anything we've done before. Look at the colours, look at the designs, look at the foiling that we've got on here. Gorgeous kind of Art Deco 20s style designs, including those beautiful foil. Oh, you can see the foil on there by our Charlotte's cut on the camera. Look at these scrapbook papers, right? Some absolutely gorgeous papers in there, guys, right? And first time ever in a Sara signature launch, we've actually done a luxury acetate pack.
Oh, nice.
Now, it's absolutely essential for this kit, in my opinion, right? And when you start seeing the acetate, this is what we're talking about, but it's our super thick acetate, Ben, so you can construct with this. You can use these in the centerpieces of your cards.
Yeah.
We've got 24 fabulous designs. It's 380 micron as well. So it's the stuff that's almost the same as plastic, right? I'm going to be showing you this when we get to it, but look at the sort of cards you're going to be doing, okay? You've got gorgeous stamps in here, which you're going to be able to colour. We've got the most wonderful sentiment stamps. You've got, I mean, if you're wanting to do really different and unusual cards, look at that one. Isn't that, I just absolutely love it. I don't know who's made that, but I love that. And that's being gilded because we've got a gilding collection. Oh, is that one of Liam's?
Liam did that one.
Liam, we are going to need to know how to do this because that is just absolutely fabulous.
Amazing.
Right, we'll get Liam on to tell us about that later, should we? All of these, look at this is the embossing folder. Look at the design team have absolutely gone to town on this one. Personally, Ben, I've never seen anything like it. Nearly 10 years we've been doing Sara signatures now, and I can tell you I've never ever done a collection remotely like this. Now, great news is there is a bumper collection. In fact, I'm not going to tell you anymore. You're going to have to stay tuned throughout the show, guys, and I'll tell you all about it when we get to it. But you know what I'm going to say, don't you? That's coming up at the end of the show. It's just to keep you watching, so stay tuned, and we will be giving this away, won't we, Ben?
We certainly will. Yeah, I'm giving everything away today. I am in that kind of mood today just to give away loads of stuff, so do stay tuned. It's such a brilliant show. There's so many great items to come. 3 world launches, 2 HSN exclusives to bring to you as well. And we'll all I'll say is get the booklet and have a flick through. Your mind will be blown at some of the items that we've got coming your way. And like we've said, like Sara's just reiterated there, the majority of the items are live now, ready to go. So get them in your basket, get shopping, let us know what you're shopping for and excited for. Enchanted Craft Fairy just saying, oh, that is so rich. The gold with the deep colours. Love the Roaring 20s. Beth's already ordered the paper pad and the vellum sentiments. Christina says, I love the paper pad and the foiling. Absolutely stunning. And Cheryl just talking about the Daisies collection. She says, I've already purchased the Daisies collection, but I may need to purchase the Roaring 20s one also. Only may need? You definitely will need to grab that when we look at that in more detail towards the end of the show. And Melinda just saying the colours in that collection so rich and beautiful. Lots to come and lots to get through, so let us get cracking with the first of these items that you'll find in your booklet. And these, again, are just another level. If you love border dies, wait till you see these confetti border dies. These are stunning, Sara.
Oh, Ben, good news for you. I'm really excitable today.
I know.
I felt the need to tell you. You know, I'm usually quite excitable.
A little bit.
I know. I've just spent the last hour going through and preparing all of my tables, and I'm just telling you now, I'm a little bit more excited than even usually I am. The lineup of products is absolutely immense. And like I said, we've got items that are completely exclusive to HSN. First time we've done anything like that. We've got world launches here. It really is incredible. And we've got 2 amazing auto ship programs. Now, the way way our authorship programs work is that, yes, the content, it's when we launch a brand new concept, right, which I'm about to show you now. And the concept's fabulous. We will be selling these dies and this concept everywhere else in the world. However, for those of you that are in the authorship program, you will be able to get extra bonus designs throughout the rest of the year that nobody else will ever be able to have. Now, let me explain to you what the product is first, okay? These are called confetti border dies, okay? So what they are, it's a very, very simple die, but it's a cut-in die, and it's a little bit like a wisp that just runs through your card, Ben. It's going to cut in all this lovely detail and kind of leave this lovely little track. So, for example, let me just show you. Oh, that's a bit. I'm going to show you. I've got a couple of designs, right? So can you see how these birds just look like they're fluttering all down the page? Or you've got the lovely little hearts here that are just sprinkling and leaving a little trail as they go, and they work both ways. So look at this, there's the same one, this time on a coloured background, working the other way. Now, you can either cut them into the front of a card, like we've done here, or you can cut them out as a panel. They look equally as amazing as a panel, right? I just love this. The simplicity of these cards, Ben, is absolutely incredible. Now, what I'm going to do is, you can see, I'll do you a demo. In fact, I'm going to do a super quick demo first, before I then show you everything else, right? So, if I take just this really, really simple design of butterflies, right? I'm going to put it on the card like this, and you can see, you can actually take them coming off the card if you want, and it'll just, now you could put it diagonal if you wanted like this, you can put it straight up the card, we could put it sideways going across the card. I'm going to put it straight up, and I'm going to hold it in place with a tiny little bit of tape. Did I mention that these were a world launch, guys? So if you're thinking, hang on, I've never seen these before. I've never seen any dies that do anything like this before. How come? That is because this is a world launch, and you are seeing it here at 15 minutes past 4 on a Sunday afternoon. Well, it's 15 minutes past 4 in the UK. 15 minutes past 2. Past 14, I meant to say.
So excited.
Look at that, right? Now, all these little butterflies are brilliant. By the way, these will all keep, if I just pop them all out of the die like that, right? You've got all these lovely little butterflies. Keep these for your shaker cards, or colour these and pop them onto the pieces of card. But if I take that there, right, what I've done is I've done one where I've then stamped a little just for you on the front. And then I've got a really simple card. All I'm going to do, Ben, is I'm going to take a piece of watercolour card and just colour it all over the background. So that when we lift that up, and I would raise it up with a few foam pads, it just gives you that lovely effect behind. And then that is such a simple card that will really go lovely on the front. Just matted and laid, nice and simple, on the front of a card like that.
Amazing.
How simple, just that beautiful design. Now I've shown you how they work, okay? We're going to get a little bit fancy in a minute. Let me just show you the designs that come included, and then what is in your authorship program, okay? So, these are the ones, I'll show you to the front. These are what you get. So there's 4 dies in the collection, okay? So, you're going to get the one with the birds. Love that design with the birds. And look, I love this idea of taking it diagonally across your card as well, Belle. Really different, okay? Then you've also got the butterflies, which is the one that I've just shown you. Look how different it looks sideways to upright. You've then got, the hearts. Beautiful. I'm just going to say, I think that might be my favourite. I think coming across diagonally on a card like this. And do you know what? These are going to be coming up on Crafters TV. So you're actually going to be able to see these. These are going to be launching on 23rd of January, right? I think I'm going to be putting my name forward to do these. Just going to say that now, right? So you're going to get all 4 of these. Now, here's the clever thing, right? Yes, these are going to be launching everywhere. You're going to be able to pick these up on Crafters TV. We're going to be able to get these in stores when they launch and whatnot. However, the authorship program that I'm about to show you is completely exclusive to HSN. So if you want these additional dies, or should I say, if you want the chance to get these additional dies, right, the Celebrate collection will be coming up. Now that is coming out in May. So the dies will be released in May. You'll have the chance to get them if you're in the authorship program. If you want to miss them or whatever, you can do. But if you're not in the program, you'll never get the chance of them. It's the same. In July, we have the Stars and Dots collection. Now, the dies look like nothing. I'll show you the Stars and Dots here, right? The dies are one thing to see on the left. It's when you see those cards on the right-hand side. Aren't they just absolutely incredible? Now, in September, we're starting to think about the nature collections, okay? So you've got, again, 2 different dies. You've got those lovely, pretty petals and also the autumn leaves. A little bit hard to see that autumn leaves at the top. It looks fabulous. And in November, oh, you're going to need this one. Look at those dragonflies. How incredible do those dragonflies look? That is just where you can be taking this, okay? So what I'm going to do is show you how we can go a little bit more advanced with this, okay? Because they're cut-in dies, which means you can use them to even cut into the side of a box, for example, right? So this is a box where we've used the die as a bit of a stencil, Ben, and also cut those designs into the side of the box so that when your box is open, I mean, how incredible does that look, right? So let me just show you. I mean, I'm pushing it with a second demo, right? However, I did want to just squeeze this in, okay? I've got about 3 minutes to tell
rogue
you, right?
already? You're only 20 minutes into the show.
Well, you know, did I tell you I was getting excited this one?
No, you didn't mention that.
So if this is your card, right? So you remember when you're doing boxes, you're going to start off with 2 pieces exactly the same size, one scored on the base, one scored on the lid, right? Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your die, and it could be any one of them, right? And you're going to pop that into the side of the box and cut that out. Now, it's actually the birds that we've done on this one here. So you can see what I've done on that one is there's a design where we've cut them into, and I love the way they kind of flutter around and around here, and they're going, continuing on like that, right? And then actually, just get yourself a piece of scrap card and cut one out of another piece of scrap card, right? That is going to act for you as a stencil, right? So I can then pop the stencil on the front of my project, right? I've got a little bit of Fryer Brown, a little bit of Sandstorm on there, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to take that Sandstorm, pick up a little bit of ink, and I can ink through it like this. Now the water reactive is probably the best ink to be doing this with, right? So it gives you that lovely feeling. It probably isn't going to pick up into the little dotty thing, but it will give you, yes, that's what we're talking about. And then of course you can just deepen around the edges if you want, just to give that a little bit of shaping and a little bit of shadow to go on the front of your box. So once you finish that off with shadowing all around the outside, that is the effect that we're going to get. And then that lid, just nice and simply onto the front of your box, that'll go on the lid. And of course, nice, if you notice what I've done, I've cut the sides so that the sides will tuck in that way. So that we don't actually get any design showing through there. And that is how you go about making a gorgeous box like this one here, where we've got the design cut into the side. I mean, is that just incredible or what? Right? I mean, that's next level. Now, that's just one idea, right? Bear in mind, we're going to be doing that whole show on Crafters TV on the 23rd of January. If you actually get your order into HSN, this is one, it's not live on the website at the moment. However, it will be live on Tuesday, and that's because you want to wait and get in the authorship programme. I'm going to give you one last reminder of what comes in the kit and what comes in the authorship programme, okay? I've got some lovely boards to show you with all of it. So in the kit, you've got the birds, which is what you just saw us use on that one there, right? You've also got the butterflies, which is what I did on my very first demo. Look at me cracking out 2 demos on the first one. There's your butterflies, right? The hearts, I have to say, we shouldn't have favourites, but I think that might be my favourite, and it looks just as good portrait as what it did landscape, right? And then you've also got in the set the flowers, right? And the flowers, I think that is the classiest card you could be saying. So simple, but so ridiculously classy. Now, if you love the concept, it's a brand new concept launch for us. When we do new concept launches, that's when we do authorship programmes. So I won't be re-airing these on HSN. These are only available to buy if you want to get these, if you're in the authorship, right? So this is in your May authorship. That is that lovely confetti one, if you're going for that one, right? Your other one in May is going to be the balloons. I think this would be brilliant for like kids' birthday invitations, kids' parties. That is the same technique as what I've just done with that first card, right? That's your first authorship in May. Then in your second authorship, it's coming in July, and it's your stars and dots. So that is the sort of effect that you could be doing with the stars, just a nice little splatter in the background. And also in that one, the lovely stars. So you've seen the dots, you've now seen the stars that go with it, and then there's just simple cards, Ben. If you're just starting out, I think this would be a perfect set to get going with. Now, once we get to September, we think about autumn, or fall, as you guys say. So you've got those lovely autumn leaves on there, and you've got the mix of the autumn leaves, and then also those lovely, I think they're like the more openy flowers, aren't they? And again, they don't have to be autumn, you could do them any time of year. And then your last authorship is the one with that dragonflies in, okay? So this is coming in November. Oh, there's your dragonflies, the right way up. And I just love how you can keep the little bits that come out. And then the last one there is those lovely leaves that again are going to be coming in that last authorship. If you stay in the programme, you've got the chance of all of those. Now, they are technically launching at 3 o'clock. However, They will be live at the stroke of midnight. So if you don't want to wait till 3 o'clock, you don't want to run the risk of them selling out, you can absolutely get that.
And also, Sara, just for people perhaps who are watching us for the first time here, there's a few people coming in. What's this auto ship that you're talking about?
Okay, so auto ship is something that HSN offers that is completely exclusive to HSN, okay? So when we do an auto ship program, so for example, Confetti Borders, brand new concept of a launch. So what we've got is, we've got the brand new launch, there's 4 designs today. You can either choose single ship, which means I just get that, or I'm on auto ship, which means I'm in the auto ship program. Now, what that means is, in May, the next 2 designs become available. So you'll get an email saying the next 2 designs are available. You'll be locked into a special price where they will automatically ship to you the next one. That's why it's called auto ship. Now, you can manage that on your HSN account. So you can have a look at what's coming up in April and May and go, oh, I'm not sure I'm going to use them designs. I'm going to miss that one. But actually, I can't wait for those dragonflies. I'm staying in the program and I'm going to be on that auto ship one for the dragonflies. But what it is if you're not in the auto ship program, you never get the chance of those designs. They're never released to the general population. They are exclusive for the people who get in the program on the launch day. That's what's so brilliant about them. HSN, we run a lot of these auto ship programs with HSN. They are incredibly popular. It's like being in a little bit of a club.
Yeah.
So if you love them, but the great thing is you're in control. So if you say, do you know what, I don't actually want that, you can just skip a delivery, you can push it back a little bit, but it's in your control. If you're not in the club on day one, you'll never get the chance of the products. I hope I've done a good job of explaining that.
Absolutely right, and that's why so many people go on the auto ship, because of course, like Sara says, if you're in the auto ship, you decide, oh, I don't want the next one, you can not have it, but you can't then not have it and then join later on. And that's the reason why I'm not going to be giving these away. I did say that I would give everything away on the show, because these are part of the auto ships. You guys have fed back and said, well, actually, sometimes you give these away, it's nice to win them, but then I'm out of the auto ship, and I like to be in the auto ship. So the 2 items that we've got on this show, this being one of them that has an auto ship, rather than give away the product, I'm going to give away a voucher instead. You know, I could have just gone, oh, we're not giving it away, but I thought it'd be quite nice to give you a voucher to spend with us as well. So a $25 voucher we're going to be giving away in just a few moments' time. The comments coming through for this collection, wow. And this is just the first brand new product that we're showing you. So many say you're going to get these. These dies are so different, says Kimberly Trimmer. I love how many ways that you can use them. Susie Bryan saying these confetti dies are awesome. Love the concept, says Lisa. So subtle, but so impactful. And Rosalind says, these will work great for my mixed media projects or scrapbook layouts. Marnie Pinchoff loves them. Lynn says, oh, they're so pretty. I like simple but elegant, and that's what you get here. And I love the confetti dies, says Susan. These are a must-have. Lots of you as well chatting about using these to create banners with too, and lots of you saying how you're going to keep the waste to create shakers with as well. All great ideas. So let's give away a voucher this time around, and congratulations for her comment of how gorgeous is that rainbow background. Kathy LaSavage on Facebook, well done. You are first winner on the preview show. You've won yourself a $25 voucher. You need to message us to claim today if you win any of the prizes on this show. The email address is hsnprizes@crafterscompanion.com. Just send us your details, send us your address, and we will get all of the goodies sent out to you. And keep commenting. The more you comment, the more chances you have of winning. Let us know what you're shopping for. Any questions you got, fire them our way, and we will keep those prizes coming out to you. Right, let us move on to the next item, and Valentine's not far away. It's literally like a month away now, isn't it? And if you're looking to send some love to somebody this Valentine's, this next product might be the item that you might go for.
Well, this one is being launched in the 9 o'clock show.
Okay.
It is another world launch exclusive. It is also one of the ones that is now available on hsn.com. So if you're putting yourself together a $75 basket on HSN, great news is they can probably get your order shipped before the actual show. So what I would say is the benefits of... It used to be a pain if they ever did this, Ben, and then you have to pay shipping on things, and they might do a shipping incentive on the day. But I love their $75 and we ship everything for free, because what it means is there's going to be a huge backlog of orders on Tuesday. There will literally be, and this is no exaggeration, millions of orders processed through HSN systems on Tuesday. However, if you get your orders in today or Monday, you're going to be ahead of that queue. Your orders are probably going to be dispatched before HSN even hit Craft Day. Now, the good thing with that is something like this. This is the world launch of the Sent With Love box, okay? We're going to be featuring this on Crafters TV on the 25th of January.
Yeah.
You get your order in today or tomorrow, and you could actually have this before we do it. So when we're doing the live launch, you could actually be crafting along. You could treat it like a craft along. Now, I love this because everything's in one box. Now, the last time we did this, Ben, was Halloween, and the Halloween box sold out in about 4 minutes on HSN, right? So, and if a lot of you do what I'm saying and pre-order this could actually be to the point whereby it either doesn't make it to air or it does it just 3 or 4 minutes. Now, if you thought the Halloween box was immense, this is another level again. I'm going to unbox it for you and walk you through absolutely everything, okay? Now, you know how great the boxes are, right? You know they are cram-packed full of the best value. We are not allowed to put prices on your screens when we do HSN previews. However, go to hsn.com and you'll see what an awesome deal this one is, right? Now, in the box is everything you need to get started. I'm going to start off by showing you the dies, right? Now, they don't look like much on there, but if I show you this board, you can see just how many designs. So, like, for example, this little envelope, Ben, it's brilliant because you can tuck things into it. Can you see it has an extra cut here?
Okay.
So you can tuck things into it. You've got these lovely frame and postage style dies so that you can do little letters or Polaroids on here. This border, continuous border, you can cut over and over again. Really, really useful. You've got these little extra embellishments. This, I love, this little spray and flurry of hearts. This is how it looks when it's cut out. Look at that actually used on a card. So that envelope that I'm talking about with bits stuffed into it, with the little spray flurry coming out of the heart is fabulous, okay? Those are all of the dies. Now, if you were to buy that many dies separately, you'd probably be talking about $30 to $35 value just in the dies, right? That's just the first element that I'm showing you, okay? Now, the stamps. Again, they just don't look like much on here. I feel like you need to see the board to see everything that we're going to be doing with them. So these are all of it. This, when it's stamped and embossed, Ben, is just something else. I've seen so many gorgeous cards where that's been stamped and embossed. And then look how cute, like this little heart looks like it's been hand-drawn. You've got the die to go with that as well if you want to cut that out. We've got all the little accessory pieces, all of these. Love you to the moon and back, sending a little love. All you need is love. These will go, all you need is love, sending a little love and kisses. They will go with that lovely big love die that we've got as well, you see.
Yeah.
So you can be using everything in conjunction with each other. You'll see how the little hearts here match in with the style of that heart, so you can literally mix and match across the whole collection, right? Now, we've got stencils. So you've got different, so there's 2 stencil sets. Let me show you them. You've got that collection there, and then you've got this lovely one here as well, if you've got those interlocking hearts. So those are your 2 stencils that come in here, right? We've got gems, so you've got some lovely gems in there, and again, we put them onto just a little board so you can see. But they all match the colours that we've got in the kit. Now these, again, don't look like much here. However, look at those embellishments. In fact, you know what? I might get Charlotte to do a zoom in on camera one so I can show you them up close.
Okay.
Look at those fabulous embellishments on there. And you can see you've got some that are that lovely gold effect and some that are the silver effect. But 6 embellishments in the kit as well. And they're pretty substantial ones, Ben.
Yeah, they are.
Really gorgeous designs. You've also got in here a little set of your ribbons that you could be working with. You've got an embossing folder in there, and it's a nice one that's going to go through your Gemini Mini as well if you want to use it. And 3D, folks. So the little hearts on here are all 3D as well. So don't be just thinking about embossing your paper. What about embossing things like your leather or your tin can inside? And then we move on to the papers, right? So if I just get into here, we've got loads of cards and envelopes. By the way, it goes without saying that you've got all these cards and envelopes in the kit, right? But the papers in this set, now there's 3 packs of the papers. It's 4 actually, right? There's the actual papers themselves, which I just think double-sided. Both the top and the bottom are gorgeous. Faye has excelled herself on these. Paper pad, done an immense job. A track and the B track, just as good as each other. We should really do this as an extra 12 by 12, shouldn't we? It's fabulous, right? Then we've also given you the coloured cardstock to go with it, right? So you've got the lovely reds, the pinks, those lovely greens that are in there, like turquoisey greens. And then I've put a pack of white card and a pack of craft card in, just because I think nothing says love like the craft card works so well with it. And you'll appreciate that when I show you all of the samples as well. So bear in mind, you've got white card, craft card, coloured card, patterned paper, cards and envelopes, and everything that I've just shown you. It is an immense box. I anticipate this being really busy, guys. Like I said, this is going to be launching on the 25th of January on Crafters TV. But if you want to get ahead, I'll show you a few samples with it. If you want to get ahead and get yours ordered now, what that means is, do you know that I have to show you this as well because it's a lovely card with an envelope. Look at that, 3 ways. So can you see?
Oh, that's amazing.
It's not just a card, it's a card that's actually loads of little envelopes so that you can put things in your envelopes. Isn't that really nice? So the envelopes just turn round so that you can put all of your little love letters, or you want to put little notes or whatever in there, you can do, right? That rose, the single rose, is a really gorgeous one that you will be using. And that's where we said all you need is the stamp Love is the Die set on there. I mean, the cards, Ben, are just something else, aren't they?
Love that hand-drawn heart effect that you've got there too. It's so super cute.
I just really like it. And the little postage stamp, I think, is really cute on that one. I think the papers are lovely because they're nice and grungy.
Yeah.
Then that envelope, what about using that envelope on the craft card that we saw? A little bit of inking around the edges on there as well. I mean, they just, that is that lovely stamp in the background that I said to you about. I just think that layered up with To the Moon and Back on that Polaroid die. And I want to show you as many of these as you can, because I think this is where people get their ideas. And I know a lot of you save this and like to come back and watch it time and time again. That's why we do it. It's our way of like explaining to you what everything in the kit was for, why we designed it the way that we did like that. And I just think just a lovely way to kind of fill you with ideas so that you get this home, you get this delivered now, and then you can be making these not only in time for Valentine's Day, but I mean, they're going to last all year through, aren't they, Ben?
Absolutely right. And do you know what? There's so many people chatting about Valentine's for these, but also, like Imani mentioning, saying, yes, this is perfect for Valentine's, but also perfect for sending random acts of love cards. I love the idea. I'm excited for this box. It makes it easy. Hi to Betsy Black, who says, I'm watching you on the big TV.
Yay, big selfie!
Oh, Sara wants to bring back the Telfies for 2023. Yeah, because they were kind of, when were the Telfies big? Like 2020, I think, 2021. So we're bringing them back for 2023. So pictures of you, please, with us on the TV in the background. Telfie, send them in. We'd love to see them. I'm in love with the love boxes, Susan. Sherry says Sara's boxes are always a must-have. And Carol D says the box is already in my basket. So cute. I really like the box set. Very nice Valentine's box. The papers are very pretty, says Kimberly. Beth says I was working on Valentine's cards yesterday. This box will complement what I have perfectly. Brian's in love with it. Nicole says the pics on the site don't do this box justice. It was so nice to see it live. Looks
That's
amazing.
why we're here. That's why we do these shows, guys.
Colette says she loves it, sending love without being so Valentine's Day only. And Teresa says this box is beautiful. Lots of occasions it can be used for. I'm going to send this love box to someone with love, and that person is Cherie Morris on YouTube. Congratulations, Cherie. You say, love the boxes. Hitting it out of the park again, Sara. Another must-have. Beautiful papers as well. Cherie Morris, congratulations. You've won it. Email us and we will get this sent out to you very, very swiftly indeed. All you need to do is send a little email to hsnprizes@crafterscompanion.com and it is yours. You can see that in the 9 a.m. show on Tuesday, of course. An item that you'll be able to see throughout the day on the HSN Craft Day, our Academy of Colour. If you've not yet picked this up, boy, oh boy, please make sure you do. You can join the hundreds, nay thousands of people who have already enrolled in the Academy of Colour. We've done so much of this actually over the course of this last week on Crafters TV, New Year, New Craft, and this really is brilliant. The value for money on this, not just in what you're getting as far as the hardware is concerned, but all of the tuition that you're going to receive with the Academy as well is just immense. And do you know what? I said this the other day when we were talking about the Academy of Colour. As far as products are concerned, where people comment and say how much it's changed their crafty lives, I can't think of one that's been more influential in that way than the Academy of Colour. This is the original box, which will give you 16 of your duo colours, so that's 32 colours really of your alcohol markers. You've got 8 of your duo colours in there as well, which are your watercolour pens. Then you're going to get so much more in here too. I'll quickly unbox it. I know I've only got a couple of minutes to show you this, but beautifully presented box. And this is the first, of course, and once you've got this, you'll then move on to all of the other boxes which we've released along the way. Those are all of your alcohol markers that you're going to get in there, those duo colour pens. It's like the best box of chocolates that you're ever going to get. Except, you know, it's not chocolates, it's pens, but you know what I mean. You don't eat them, whatever you do. But in the second layer, you've then got all of your pens for doing your watercolour projects with your spritzers and your brush. Then underneath that, all of the stamps that you're going to need too. And by the way, just worth bearing in mind that this has been made for the fact that the stamps here, we're not just throwing in any old random stamps. All the stamps that you're going to see in this box here are there for a reason, and all the stamps that you're going to get in this box, they are the ones that Leanne is going to be using in that tuition that you're going to get within the Academy of Colour. And bear in mind, all of the stamps that you're getting here are just the stamps within the first box. There's plenty more to come. You've got all of your papers in there as well, your alcohol colouring card, your watercolour card in there too, and you do get your little card just here that allows you to scan a little QR code, and then you're in to all of that tuition as well, of which there'll be 18 hours worth once the Academy is complete. And worth bearing in mind also, it's hard to talk about this in 2 minutes, you will get your binder included too, and that binder basically gives you a bit of a clue as to what's coming up in case you didn't know, but you get all the easy ways to be able to separate up everything within your Academy of Colour, but also what you get in here is little pockets. And what I would encourage you to do is keep all of your work in these pockets here, because I love the idea of you starting off the Academy of Colour, maybe you're thinking, you know, your colouring isn't that great and you're buying it for that reason. Keep all of your work in there so you can contrast and compare as you work through the Academy of Colour. It honestly is one of the best things I think that we've ever launched. Please make sure you jump in and grab it if you're not already on that journey, and comment as well to let everybody know why you love yours in case people are thinking about jumping in to grab it. You'll be able to see it right throughout the day on Tuesday. It is absolutely brilliant. Right, let's get back to Sara, and this next item that we're going to have a look at, I believe, is one of those amazing exclusives to HSN deals, isn't it?
It is indeed. So this whole product range has been commissioned by and designed exclusively for HSN, which means you will never see this anywhere else. You'll never see this on the Crafters Companion website, you'll never see it on Crafters TV, you're never going to see it over here in the UK. We've got literally, it's an exclusive concept, and you are going to love these designs when you see them, okay? Now, I will tell you there are 4 designs to choose from, or there's a mega bundle, which I'll pop the details on the bottom for you. That mega bundle is on the bottom of the screen if you want to go for all 4. And of course, if you go for that mega bundle, I'm going to tell you now, you will automatically qualify for free shipping on HSN. Now, do you want me to show you a nice, amazing card that's going to knock your socks off, Ben?
Oh, yeah.
What about this, right? To me, this just epitomises a whole scene in a card.
Yeah.
Now, look how dimensional it is, right? And then look at all these pieces. So what the kits do is each set of dies is going to give you the die to do the cut on the front, the die to do the wave on the inside, and the die to do the wave on the top. And then you're going to choose between, do you want the sets that like have the little village scenes in there? So that one there is your, oh, it doesn't tell me which kit this is. I can't remember the names of them. Country Village, guys. We have that many different names. And can you see it's got the little bike in this one? It's got the lovely little village scenes. Now, that is being used also in this card here. Completely different look, completely different style. Instead of you don't have to do them on the bend. You might want to do them on a layered up base like this. Cute. Or what about using same dies, this time on an all black card, like a midnight moonlight card.
Amazing.
Isn't that really clever? And actually, it's been taken next level with a bit of embossing on there as well. We've got some embossing folders coming up later, guys, right? Yeah. So loads of different ways to do them, right? Now, there are different ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do them on the overhead camera, and I'm going to show you all the different ones. Now, Nicola says we start with Spring Garden. Problem is, the names are written on the back. So I tell you what, tell me the order, and I'll put them in the right order. Or should we do them to the front? Right, here we go. Better idea, new plan, guys. Spring Garden, and then I can read it says Spring Garden on the back,
nice.
Right? So in your Spring Garden one, this is what I was talking about, Ben. It's going to give you these lovely, like bended pieces, which I'm going to show you how to use in just a second. And then this one's got that gorgeous big woodland tree. It's got the gate. These will mix and match as well, guys, right? So that is Spring Garden. Which one would you like next, Nicola? Woodland Adventure. This is your Woodland Adventure in here. We shouldn't have favourites. I love this one. I'm going to use this one in my demo, right? And again, this is brilliant if you want to do them different times of year. This would be lovely thinking about coming into winter, all right? Which one next? Country Village. This one here is your Country Village. Now, that is the one that I showed you in that those lovely samples. And I think this would be brilliant. If you're doing like a wedding card or something, you've got that lovely church design as well. Even the little wishing well. Well, there it is. Love that little wishing well in there as well. And that bike, did you see that bike when it was made up? How fabulous. I'm going to show you that one again. There it is. How gorgeous is that?
That's
done up in
amazing.
different coloured pieces, right? And then there's your little church design as well. And then the last one you're all going to go bananas for. It is your fairy tale kingdom, right?
Yes.
So you get the little fairy tale that's going to go into the background. You've also got all of the little horse and carriage and everything like that. And again, just to show you a few little samples, look at that beautiful big box cut into the front of a box and done as like a shaker with all the little shaker pieces on there as well. Isn't that absolutely incredible? Lovely designs. What about using them in one of your exploding boxes? Well, not exploding one, but these are like your fold flat ones, aren't they?
Such a cool
So it's going
idea.
to fold flat to go in your envelope, open up, and I just love that little grass pieces. So yes, you can do it the way we intended. You can do it with the bends on the front of the card. That's that lovely fairy tale adventure one. But then actually use it in different ways. That same design set, here it's being used on a scrapbook page.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, just totally different. Just get the creative juices flowing, okay, guys?
Yeah.
Right, here we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how we do one of those cards made up, right? So I've actually done, you don't need to see me doing all the cutting out, right? I've used that die set. So here is the die set here. And can you see, I'm going to just push this over so that you'll be able to see all of this on my card, right? So you can see that this first die, it's going to be what gives you the shaping, right? Yeah. And then we've got, now for this one, you've got all the little sets of trees. So you've got a little set of trees. You've got the individual trees if you want. And I've actually done a load of these as individual cutouts. So can you see, I've got some little cutouts there, Ben. I've done the trees and I've coloured them in.
Oh, nice.
So they started off life as white like that, and then I've just done a little bit of colouring. So I've got a few of the little trees on there as well. We can do things like, now look at this. You've got your lovely stag. So there's my stag. And then actually the stag that I've coloured in, and I've coloured all these with my alcohol pens, guys. Just your Spectrum Noir Academy of Colour would be perfect. So I've got some little stags, I've got some toadstools, I've got some little sets of grass as well, all coming, you can see, all coming from this same set here, right? Now, what I want to do though is show you how you do the bended pieces. So you're going to cut this first one out, then you've got the second bend, and then you've got the third bend. So you're going to end up with a second bend cut like this, and a third bend cut like that.
Yeah.
Now, how it works, and I would recommend using your red liner tape, okay? So it's going to cut your bend, and it's also going to give you the fold lines. So if I take the fold, and I'm just going to crease it, and you should always fold it the way you don't want first, and then fold it back on itself like this, right? So I'm going to focus in, look, if you do it that way, you're going to get the crack.
Yeah.
But you know, we get the idea.
We get the idea.
Now
it's
I'm
fine.
going to just use a little bit of red liner tape because I'm going to stick this over the edge of my project pen, right? So I'm going to pop this down the crease line like that. Little bit of tape, and that is going to give me a nice base to stick around the edge. So it's just going to strengthen. And let's have a look, I'll fold this over because we don't want any excess tape where we didn't plan to have it, right? That is going to go around this side here.
Okay.
Now, once we've got that stuck in place, Ben, it's a case of how big do you want your bend to be, right? So I'm going to take my bend and I'm going to go quite bendy here, right? Okay. And then I'm going to get my knife and I'm going to cut right through the layers of card. And I'm going to go and make sure I've gone right through, and actually I'm going to take a little bit extra off here because we're right down at the bottom of the card, right? So I'm going to take this, that comes through,
tuck it in.
and you can see it's just going to tuck in onto the base of the card, right? So there is my first bend. Now, if you want to be able to disassemble and reassemble the card, you would leave it like that. Yeah. I'm actually going to stick this onto the front of a card. So now you'd stick double-sided tape down there so that it'll all go flat. It's going to be the same with my second one. So my second one, I'm going to do the same again for speed. I'm just going to stick it around with a little bit of double-sided tape pen from the tape pen, just to give you that idea. So that's going to stick down flat, right? And then you're looking at, well, how bendy do we want that to be? Where do we want that to sit? And I think, right, there's quite nice. So all we're going to do is going to go in with the knife, right? Just cutting that down there, and then once we're in there, that is just going to pop inside here, and that is how it gives you that lovely bend feature. Yes, brilliant. Right? Isn't that really clever? Yeah. So that gives you the whole bended front of the card. Now, if you ever want to fold that flat and put that in an envelope, you see, what you could do, you could either make a three-dimensional envelope, or this will come out of its little piece, this will come out of its little piece, and it'll fall flat to go in the envelope, right? But I'm going to put them back in there, and then it's up to you where you want to pop in all of your pieces, okay? So, for example, you might want to pop the deer on the front here. You might want to pop some of the trees kind of behind. So I could bend these and put them behind there if I wanted. You can build that story and put that story together however you want. This one I've got folded flat, ready to go in the envelope. But you can see there where I've added all those little bits and pieces. But personally, I'd be doing this and then I'd fold the pieces over onto that lovely big 3-dimensional piece that I've given you there as well, Ben. So remember, 4 designs. You can go for each of them in the I'm going to give you one last reminder of them, right? So you can go for Fairy Tale Kingdom. Yep. You've also got your Woodland Adventure, which we love. Right? You've got the Country Village is your 3rd one, and you've got the Spring Garden. Now, I know we've been really fast there. Do you know what you need to do, Ben? What do you need to do? You need to go and download the booklet, and you can see all the designs, you can see what you get, you can choose which ones you want, and you can see the details of the Mega Bundle. And then if you click through, that Mega Bundle's live on hsn.com now, and you can save yourself a fortune getting the Mega Bundle, and you can get free shipping on it. You absolutely can. Well said. We'll have a look at the booklet in just a few moments. If you haven't yet got the booklet, that's the link there. But of course, it is there wherever you're watching right now. It's in the link. It's where you're watching. So make sure you click on that. Loads of comments coming through for the Academy of Colour, which we love. Thank you for telling everybody else why that's amazing. But these guys you have loved. Marnie says, I love the tyre swing in the Spring Garden. Takes us back, doesn't it, eh? To days when we were all youngsters in the tyre swings on the trees. They're so cute, says Melinda. So many creative opportunities. Love the fairy tale, says Jenny. I'm a dreamer. Evelyn saying the Woodland one would make great cards for men. And Angela saying the fairy tale is my favourite. Great for Disney fans. Absolutely right. The booklet doesn't do this set justice, says Vicky Bowman. These dies are awesome. I love the dimensions. And Christine Mahoney says, I love all of these Scene Creator card dies and stamps. There are so many possibilities. Let your imagination go wild. Before we have a look at the booklet, let me give the mega bundle of dies away, and let me give them away to the lady who said such beautiful creator cards on Facebook, Karen Well-Sorrel. Congratulations, Karen. You've just won the mega bundle. Well done to you. Email us 8to10prizes@crafterscompanion.com. Give us your details and we will get that sent out to you. No problemo. But this is the amazing booklet that we're going to show you in just a second here that you need to grab. It's going to give you all of your times within it, so you know exactly when you're going to be watching. Of course, it's going to give you loads of inspiration in here as well. Let's have a little look, see if I can get the old... There we go, interactive TV working. You get a lovely welcome from Sara in here, of course. Then, of course, you've got all your times in there too. The ones on the asterisks are the full show time, so 9 a.m, 3 p.m, 9 p.m. You've got all the details of all the groups you can join if you want to be a fan along with everybody else. And then you get all of the items that we're showing you on the preview show. There we go, and pages and pages and pages of ideas and concepts and things that you can get working with. As far as the items are concerned. That one. How many pages are in this booklet? Tell you at the top. 169. Oh, 169. Our Phil come up trumps again. I know. It's a good booklet. It's worth having a little browse through, a little peruse through, and of course gives you everything that you need as far as Tuesday is concerned. Right, let's move on at a pace. Have we got embossing folders next? We have, and I'm just going to tell you now, these are not I'm thinking about this. These are, oh my word, how have I done without these in my life, okay? It's 2 choices. I am going to show you them both, but I'm going to knock your socks off with some samples first, right? I'm going to get our Charlotte to get in really close. Oh, she's in. She's zooming in really close because you need to see the amount of stuff you can do with these, right? So we're always talking about the background. So whether you want to talk about like the metal effect ones, or we've got in here things like this is like a wall effect in the background. Oh, look at this one here. How it's upside down, but how good does that look with that look? Amazing. It's like that. What do you call that type of knitting? Aran. Is it Aran? Aran? It's Aran, that's a type of men's cards. Oh yes, we've got you sorted, guys. And look at these special this. I love this. I don't know who's made this card, but they've done an outstanding job. It's like that could be like a thunderstorm background, or I'm thinking ice cracking as well. It looks like. Yes, imagine doing that and putting a bit of your glossy highlights on. Ooh. And imagine doing that onto like a bit of tin foil. Now you've got your wood effect. They're all special effect, right?
Yeah.
So they're all a hint of texture, but they're all going to give you a really special effect. Now they look lovely on the white, and then they look lovely coloured a little bit in the background. Either a lot of colour or just use a little bit of them if you want that real tactile finish. I love this one too, by the way, as well, Under the Sea.
Oh, that's awesome.
You want to see Bennett? He's up close looking at all. He's like up close at the TV, looking at the samples because he hasn't seen these. But Ben, we've got a giraffe print.
Oh, that is next level.
Next level. And then look at this. This one has been done onto your lovely. Now this here is done onto like a pearl embossing finish.
Oh, wow.
And then glittered on that. I think that is so clever. Feathers. We've got feathers in here. Now, I know there's a lot of them and you're thinking, oh my word, these are going to be an absolute fortune. We're not allowed to talk about the price on here, but go and have a little look. They are live on hsn.com now. You are going to be absolutely amazed, and it is totally affordable to get both sets, right? So they're in 2 collections. So if I just show you this first one here, it's called the Nature Collection, right? Now, in the Nature option, you are getting, so you've got the wooden panels, right? You've then got that leopard print. Oh, I love that one. I love that one. We've got the falling feathers, which you're going to use loads. This is called Gentle Waves, the one that I said I absolutely loved. You've got the cracked wall, which is the one that Ben and I totally love. And then also Luscious Leaves. Then your other set are lovely, like, material effects. So that's your Nature. These are the material. Oh, I didn't even show you this one. Oh, look at that. That is it there, done on like a purse. Yes. So that one there is called studded leather, right? So you get studded leather, you get the steel floor.
That's amazing.
Which we just love. You also get spinner yarn, which is the one I showed you. You've got the cogs and gears, which is just a must-have. You've got the classic Hessian, right? And then also the cable knit. It's cable knit, not yarn that I was thinking of.
Okay.
Not Aran. It is a little bit like an Aran, though. It does look like an Aran. Everybody will tell you that in the comments. They'll tell you I'm not wrong. Right, are you ready? I'm going to just show you how easy it is, right? Those of you who have not done embossing before, right? You're going to take your piece of cardstock. I'm going to go into these. They're just regular embossing folders, which means they will work with any brand of machine, and they are easy to whap through. So if I'm putting these through like my midi, for example, all you need extra is your purple shim, because it's a regular embossing folder, not a 3D one. And we're going to whiz it through, and you'll see it puts that lovely embossed pattern onto the background. Now, it doesn't look like anything really when it's like that, right? However, as soon as you take something like a little bit of gilding wax, right? We're going to take a tiny little bit of silver gilding wax here, just give it a rub over, then it comes to life literally in front of your eyes.
Yeah, that's
and
amazing.
If you see, less is more. So I took a tiny little bit, I tapped off the excess, Ben,
Yeah.
and then you can build up more and more of that gilding wax. And that is the difference. So the top half has been gilding waxed, the bottom half hasn't. And just doesn't that look absolutely incredible?
That's amazing.
Then if you want to do a quick and easy card, right, watch, I've got a nice base card here. I've got a one that I've done gilding wax all over the base of, right? I can then take some little offcuts. So I've got a little offcut of silver here. I'm going to pop that on there. I'm going to pop this through, and we're going to whiz this on. Now, your folders are all 5x7 folders, right? So something like your Gemini Mini, which is a 6-inch wide, they're going to fit through absolutely perfectly, but they're going to give you that nice background paint. Look at this. Look how well it works onto something like, now that there, and all I'm going to do, if I take that little piece on there, right,
nice.
and then build up and like a nice little sentiment. So I've got here, have the best birthday ever, might cover up that little boo-boo I did, and then a couple of little splats, use some of your other dyes in there as well, and you can see just how easy it is to put a nice, fabulous card together. Yeah. Nice and simple.
Do you know what word which keeps cropping up in the socials that I can see about these? Masculine.
Very masculine. Nice idea. Do you know what? While I've got that same embossing folder, watch this. You know I said about tin foil, right? I might fold me tin foil into 4 here and just show you how we can do it with tin foil, right? So if I take that, it's exactly the same embossing tin foil as what it is embossing onto anything else. You don't change the sandwich. We're just going to pop it on and go straight through here, and you can see there you'll get that same lovely effect with the tin foil that we had with the paper. How good does that look?
Brilliant.
That is a proper full-on metal effect on there, literally done with a piece of tin foil. And can you see, it embosses that tin foil all the way through. So even there, I've got 4 pieces. I mean, look at that. Imagine doing that with tissue paper, put it in the top of your gifts. Looks amazing, right? Now, what I wanted you to see as well is, it's not just, you know that look you hear about all the special effects like letterpress technique?
Yeah.
They're brilliant for letterpress. So I've got that lovely waves one, right? And I've just done a background sheet here where I've just put a little bit of colour on, right? Now, if you want to emboss the waves in the background, have a little feel. You'll feel one set's raised up and one set's indented. If you want the indented part, it's always the one where we're printed on, right?
Yeah.
So if I take my embossing folder and just rub it all the way over the background, what it'll do is, I haven't done a very good job of this because I've got it inside, right? But what you should do really is you should use your brayer and brayer it over. So it might not work exactly, guys, but I've just been told I've only got a minute left on this one, so I've got to move on.
Nick has been very strict with her timing today.
Oh, she isn't half mind, isn't she?
Check, Sarah.
Oh, tell you what, it's because I take like 3 hours to get through absolutely everything, Ben, isn't it? Got to be on a tight schedule to get all these products in, right? There we go.
Oh, that's brilliant.
And it gives you that lovely special effect of the waves in the background.
Yeah.
Now, again, that, as a background piece to a card, just looks stunning. I mean, how nice and simple card. How fabulous does that look? Now, I've got 40 seconds left, guys. I'm going to show you the designs again so you know what's in what's collection. However, we're all going for both, aren't we?
Absolutely.
Yes, we're all going for both. So, in your nature collection, right, you've got that woodland panel. I'm just going to tell you now, this will become one of your most used embossing folders in your collection. Yeah. You've got that, I love it, the leopard print. So you know you're going to use that one so much, right? The feathers always reminds me of Forrest Gump, that one. You've got the feathers, you've got those gentle waves, it's called, right? That one. That's our favourite, Ben, isn't it? There's that lovely cardigan. That, I just think, is incredible. Stunning. And then you've also got the Luscious Leaves. And then the second set is your materials, right? So in your materials collection, you have got the studded leather, which you'll use a lot. That would look brilliant on the tin foil. Or aluminium foil, you guys call it. Yeah. Yep. Your steel floor, spinner yarn, which is your one that's a little bit like your knitting one there. Cogs and gears, very great for masculine cards. You've got the classic Hessian one there, which is lovely if you're doing this onto like, if you want a leather effect, if you want to emboss this onto leather, or you want to do faux leather and you want to do it with your craft card, and then also the cable knit. Amazing. Go for both sets though, guys. They're very affordable. It's all I'm allowed to say because we're not allowed to speak to the price, but the affordability on these is through the roof, and you will use them all the time.
How amazing, Kathy. I was about to ask you a question about the faux leather, and Sarah's just literally answered it. It's almost like she knew what I was going to ask her, and she just jumped in and read my mind. The comments for this are off the chart. Vicky saying, these embossing folders, perfect for masculine cards. Betsy Black says, you had me at embossing folders. Debbie says, these are amazing. They'd be great for mixed media. Nicole says, I love these folders. I was thinking about how well a few of them would pair with the peekaboo dies. Gail Lawson saying, these hint of texture embossing folders will launch my crafting to the moon. Probably further than the moon. Pam in Michigan, the magician from Michigan. Pam says, I get these, Ben. I will name myself the embossing boss. You'll always be the magician of Michigan to me. Christina's saying, definitely need both sets of these. And Mary Walker says, Sarah, my credit card is on fire. And I still have auto ships to add on Tuesday. Love the idea of the tin foil, says Roseanne Jewson. And thank you to Jeannie, who says, looking awesome this morning, Ben. You and Sarah make the best team. Well, maybe you and Craig. Wait. No, you and Debbie. Well, Ben, I guess you're great with all of them. Thank you. You know, like...
He's so good at selecting the right comments, isn't he? Just selecting. I mean, there's thousands and thousands of comments coming through. He just manages to pick out the right one.
You know, it's a skill I have amongst being great with all of our experts. We are giving these away, Nicola. And do you know what? Shall I give away 4, 6, 8, 10? I'll give away all 12. I'm going to give away all 12. I'm giving away all 12 folders to the lovely person who said the embossing folders are beautiful and the design team came up with incredible samples. Connie Cooper on YouTube. Well done, Connie. You've won all 12 of these amazing embossing folders. You know the drill by now. Email 8to send prizes at crafterscompanion.com. come, and we will get those sent out to you. If you have just joined us, welcome, where have you been? But secondly, do download the booklet and do make sure you keep the comments flowing in. Let us know what you're shopping for. The majority of the items that we brought to you today are already live on the HSN website, so get shopping. By the way, the Crafters TV show on those embossing folders, 24th of January, so mark your cards for that so you can buy all of the goodies and then come back for that show on the 24th. Right, moving swiftly on at a pace. Let's have a look at something which I know all of you guys love, creator card dies. And I mean, these are always, I think, fairly simple to work with, but these are actually called, Sarah, simple creator cards.
They are, do you know, creator cards are, you know, creator card and edgeables are kind of neck and neck for our top selling style of dies. It's what we are world famous for. It's what everybody knows us for, okay? And we wanted to go back to basics because there have been millions of new people who have come into crafting over the last couple of years, and we haven't had new creator cards out that are targeted at beginner crafters. So all the techniques that you can do with our creator cards, nice and simple, with a beautiful set of designs that will take you through the whole year, okay? Now, if you don't know what a creator card is, let me enlighten you, okay? Now, a creator card, if I take out the actual creator card from this die set, because the bonus of this is you get the creator card and you get some other dies to go with it as well, right? Now, if I show you this, a creator card is special because it doesn't have an outside cutting edge, right? Which means that when you cut it into something, so for example, I've got a sheet of card here, and because I placed it on there and ran it through, it stays connected and it doesn't cut out of your card. It cuts into the middle of the card, which means you can do some really clever stuff. So if I show you some of the samples, I'll show you what exactly we're going to be able to do with them, okay? So you're going to be able to do things like these styles of cards, where you can cut into, like, you can do a shaped card, a diorama card, and cut into the front of a diorama card. You can just do really simple cards. I love this style one here, right? Where it's just been laid up and you've actually got all of the excess pieces cut in with that. Yeah. We've got things like, look at these, where you've got that lovely big, just sensational background piece that really stands out at you. Or, again, that one there, this time is being used on this card, cut into the front of the card. Look at that. So it cuts right through the front, and then it's been cut in a second colour and shadowed behind with the gold. And I just think those cards are pretty spectacular. They are. Right? Now, I'll show you the dies. These are not live on HSN at the moment because these are another one of those exclusive auto-ship programs, right? So if you get in the program today, you're going to be able to get this on auto-ship, and I will show you the auto-ship. So first one to go with is this one here. Ooh, so this one is called the Rose Garden, okay? So it's got that lovely heart shape in the middle. These roses are fabulous to paper piece with, by the way, right? Now, we've gone for that one, which is brilliant to work on like your A2 or your 5x7 cards. Your fancy floral here is going to be brilliant if you're wanting to do this. Oh, look at that. Imagine paper piecing with this as well. Oh, yeah. Or just a nice centrepiece. That one there is designed to go into your 6x6, so you've got a nice one for the square ones. And then we've gone back to your 5x7 cards, for example. That is the one that you saw used on this card here. You get all three of those designs in this collection to get you started, right? These are coming up with Adam Freeman, by the way, in the 9 o'clock hour. Yep. Now, I'm telling you, you can't order these yet because of the auto-ship program. So I'll show you the auto-ships. I'll show you them in real life first before we look at the pictures, okay? Now, in the auto-ships, right? So in this first collection, you're going to get, this is coming out in May, right? And it's those gorgeous pretty petals, this one's called. And again, that is it. That one's been paper piece, so you can see the design. So if you want to see that, you can have a look at that. And actually, we can show you the full screen page if you want. Might be a little bit easier. It's got a couple more samples on. Oh, there you go. So that is the one coming in May. Now, if you go in the booklet, you'll be able to see all of these, Ben, and all of the example ideas, so you know what's coming up. Next one comes in July, and it's your stained glass windows. It's called Decadent Decor, this one. Oh, yes. How gorgeous is that one looking? Really outstanding. So that's another one of your big ones, goes on your 6x6. In September, we've got the diamond one. So it's Diamond and Swirls, it's called, this one here. November is the one where we have the Enchanted Dreams coming out there as well. And the Auto-Ship 4 would essentially round off and complete your whole Auto-Ship program, okay? Now, I do want to show you how they work for those of you that are new. And by the way, we explained Auto-Ship earlier, but for those that are brand new to Auto-Ship, if you're in an Auto-Ship program, those designs, the extra ones, are exclusive to HSN. HSN. So if you want, when you order it, you've got the choice of either a single ship or an auto ship. I always say go for the auto ship because you know it's cancel it, but you can't add it on at the end.
No.
So if you go for single ship, you would get just these 3 designs. If you go for auto ship, then in May, you'll be able to see on your account, oh, you've got an auto ship waiting to be delivered, and it'll show you the design. You'll be able to see what you've got coming, and you'll be able to say, yep, I'm going to have that one, or oh no, I want to give that one a miss and wait for the next one or whatever. But if you're not in the auto ship program, you'll never have the chance to collect those other designs, right? Now, I showed you how I'd cut this design into the front. Now this is to do a diorama card, right? So if you want the exact sizes, this one here was a sheet of card 10 inches by 7. I did a score line at 1.5 inches and 2 inches, and then 1.5 inches and 2 inches from this side. So we end up with a 3-dimensional base diorama card. Now when you're doing dioramas, you need to do one like that, and then you need another one, Ben, for the base, which is exactly the same but the other way around, right? So I've done that, and I've just stuck a lovely piece of design in so that that is going to go onto the front there, and we end up with that lovely 3-dimensional diorama card, right? Now the white looks brilliant, but look how much better it's going to look when we shadow it, right? So if I take a piece of craft card, and this is actually from that love box, so you've got the craft card and the love box if you want, you can cut that into the front of the craft card as well. And what I've done is I've actually cut it into the front of the craft card and then just given it a little border of paper there. It's all this sort of stuff that I never get time on the HSN previews to show you a lot of this live because we're trying to motor through as many demos as possible, but I think it's lovely for you to be able to see. Now, little tip I've got for everyone, Ben.
Okay.
Use your dotty tape pen all around here, because your dotty tape pen is what you're going to be able to use, and it doesn't transfer any tape other than where you've got the design.
Yeah.
Now in the middle, I'm going to go with my straight tape pen. And I'm also going to put that all the way around the outside so that we've got plenty of tape all the way around on both sides, okay? So this is another one, by the way, Ben, that is a world launch.
Yes.
And this one actually doesn't launch everywhere else in the world till February.
I know.
So you want to get ahead of the game, guys, and you want to get this. Look at that. I'm just slightly offsetting it so that what you end up with is that little bit of a shadow all around of the white behind.
Yeah.
Then that is going to go. So if I do tape on the back panels here, right, and then a good little tip if you want it to be really strong is to pop a little piece of tape slightly different direction on the back of here so that we're going tape to tape. So I go tape to tape on the edge of here, Ben, and if you're not confident like I am at just going straight first time, right, you can always use your all-purpose glue, manoeuvre it into place, and then once it's good, then you can set it in place, right? I'm just going for it because I'm live on TV, guys, right? So here we go, a couple of nice little panels on the edges down here. I'm going to add them on there, and this, I love this paper.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's one of the, I do love that one. I've had it in the collection a while. I'm always frightened to mention these because we don't have them anymore. But that's why you've got to get the. If you get our paper, there's a new one launching today, brand new collection, by the way. And if you want to get it, you've got to be in when we launch it because we'll never be bringing them back. These here, by the way, you've got all of these extra. Can you see the extra little hearts? I've just used them too. And if you wondered how I got the exact right size paper to go in the back, that's because I used this here, which is your optional additional frame if you want to put the extra frame. So if you don't want to use it as a creator card and you actually want to cut out, then you would use the extra frame on there. Now I'm going tape to tape on here so that that sticks really well, and you can see there just how easy it was to make that fabulous card.
Amazing.
Beautiful diorama card. That's just one of many. I'm going to go through some of the other cards just so that you can see some ideas. So you've got the diorama card. Maybe you want to do like a centre pop forward card. This is one where it's been paper pieced. I did say that paper piecing was brilliant for the. And paper piecing wise, look, that one's been paper pieced as well.
Yes. Just
to give you a few. And now look at this. Then used as a stencil.
That's so clever.
Isn't that really clever in the background? Just to give you that lovely little feel. One of Bianca's ideas, that one. I love that one. Shaker cards, brilliant as the background on a shaker card. Dome-fronted cards, you could do your dome-fronted ones, and it lets you see through that into the background piece. Do you know, there's a dome front, and then there's another dome front. I like this.
Ooh,
this has been done with the, that's been done with our gilding wax on there.
That's amazing.
Isn't that lovely? Do you know that that design would go really, really well as well with that Sara signature that we've got coming up, guys.
Yeah.
What about making your own colouring backgrounds?
Oh, that's immense. I
Isn't
love that.
lovely? So that's
lovely.
been done. It's just been made into its own colouring background. So you just stick the black on and then you're colouring into the gaps.
Yeah, yeah.
Love that idea. Really love that idea. Thank you. That is one of Jackie Smith's. Jackie Smith, I love that idea, me dear. Actually, then I love that one too. That's been paper pieced and coloured. How gorgeous has that been? Some really lovely designs, loads to get your teeth into. But you know what I'm going to say? Look in the booklet and you'll see all the samples from our design team and get loads of ideas. But not only that, you can tune in. It won't be till February we've got the launch of this one. By that point, you can have yours shipped. You can be making cards. You could be sending your cards in to us, sharing all your ideas with us.
Absolutely. And a long way into February as well, 20th of February. So do make sure that you jump in on that collection, on the auto ship as well. So many of you chatting about this set, the Creator Card dies. And my favourite, says Connie Peltier, I'm sort of lazy, you say. I admit it, Creator Card does make it so easy to make a quick card. They do, don't they? They make it look like you spent hours poring over making a card, and you probably, you know, maybe only taken 5-10 minutes. Michelle says, I didn't think I needed the Creator Cards, but Sara has shown me the error in my thinking.
There you go.
She's good at doing that. Jackie Schwartz says, I love Creator Cards. These are so pretty. Gail says, these Creator Cards are so much fun to add pizzazz to my cards. How can I not buy these? Beverly Chester saying, wow, such lovely samples. Karen says, I need to save this video for this live so I can rewatch all the creative projects. And like Sara was saying as well, there is the link for the booklet. I know everyone will have this. Thousands of you download the booklet whenever we have it for these shows. It's there to help you keep track of what is coming up on Tuesday, but it's also there for the inspiration as well, that once you get all of these items, you'll have the inspiration in the booklet to copy those demos should you wish to be able to do that. Now, with this again being another one of the auto ships, I'm not going to give the dies away. However, I am going to give away a voucher worth $25 because I'm in that kind of mood this afternoon, and I'm going to give the $25 voucher away to the lady who said, I love making diorama cards. They are a statement card for sure. They are Betsy Throop Black on Facebook. Congratulations. You have just won yourself a $25 voucher. Anyone who wins a prize this afternoon, the email address you need is hsnprizes@crafterscompanion.com, and we'll get all of those prizes sent out to you. If you have just joined us, boy oh boy, we've got some amazing items still to come to show you. I'm uber excited to show you the mindfulness quote stamps that we've got coming up. We've got an amazing pop-up vase set. Also, that amazing brand new Sara collection, the Roaring 20s, I think you guys are going to love. And if it's storage you're after, got a brand new item to show you just down here in a few moments' time. But let's get back over to Sara with a collection that if you've been watching us on Crafters TV recently, you will have seen, and so many of you have said how much you've loved this Nature's Garden collection. The Delightful Daisy, Sara, is just next level if you love your florals, isn't it?
I know. Who was with us on Friday? Let me know in the comments if you were watching along live on Friday. I'm just going to say, I came in and I did the world launch of this on Friday, and thousands and thousands of you were in touch to say, oh my word, this is absolutely knock your socks off next level. Now, it's part of our Nature's Garden collection. So Nature's Garden basically is where we are taking an item from nature, so in this case the daisy, and we build a whole collection around the daisies. Now, the foundations of any one of our Nature's Gardens are always the paper pads, and Faye, who is our lead surface designer in the business, has worked on this one personally, and it is absolutely outstanding. Now I'm going to show you it up close because I want you to see the design. So you're getting 3 sheets of each one. They are scrapbook paper size, but they are going to cut down beautifully if you were using these in your card making as well. Now what I love is it's got its own colour palette, this one. It's them lovely blues, it's the beautiful yellows, the springtime greens. It's got a little bit of a grungy feel to it. So if you want to grunge up these and add a little bit of depth and dimension down the edges with your, you know, if you want to use a bit of gilding wax on these, or you want to use some of our water reactive ink pads, they lend themselves to that beautifully well. You can go back and watch my show from Friday, and I did some fabulous demos. I know I'm being biased because they were mine, but I love the demonstrations I did on Friday. What you've got in the collection, as well as the papers, right, we've got this gorgeous embossing folder. Didn't I do the most wonderful card, Ben, with the embossing folder? Go back and watch the show from Friday, and you'll see I show you how to do a lovely letterpress technique with this. But not only the letterpress, I'm trying to find, I haven't got the actual card here, but I'm trying to find if I've got a nice card with the embossing folder. Here's one. Look at this here. This is not one that I made. This is even nicer than the one I made. but mine was nice.
Yours was amazing.
That is beautiful, right? Now, can you see around here, it's been adorned with these extra little daisies. This is the collection of dies that you're going to use for that. So you've got the different daisies. Now, you can cut them in cardstock. We've got some cardstock to go with this collection, and it looks beautiful. However, you can also cut it in flower-forming foam. And we do a pack which is included in your bundle here of the flower-forming foam, which has that lovely kind of off-white and then the white and the green in there as well. So it's lovely for 3 different shades of your flower-forming foam in there, okay? Now, just while I'm on paper packs, by the way, as well, that 12 by 12 pad is available to buy as an extra on its own. And we do the same designs in a vellum. So I'll bring you up the details if you want for the vellum pack. We'll pop them on the bottom. The vellum doesn't come included with the set this time, but it is available as an extra. So if you love these sheets, let me just put a white sheet behind that so you can see. If you love the idea of vellum in your cards, and I've got a nice card over here where there's a little bit of that vellum being used in there. It's a lovely blue on the inside and
nice.
a little bit on the front. The vellum just elevates at that next level. So while you're putting, because this will qualify for free shipping, by the way, guys, and while you're putting this in your basket, add that vellum in as an extra, you won't go wrong. We also have a linen card pack, and again, I'll pop you the details of that up. We do have the extra linen card pack in an 8.5 by 11. So ours says A4 on here, you actually get the 8.5 by 11. So in the US, we are stocking this in 8.5 by 11, exclusively available through HSN, whereas in the UK here, we do the A4, right? So those are your card packs. Then we also have in your big bumper collection, so remember you're getting your 12 by 12 pad and your flower forming foam. I've shown you the embossing folder, I've shown you the dies to go with the flowers. We've got some lovely ribbons, we've got a set of mini dies, which are your mini embellishment dies, which I used on nearly every demo I did the other day.
Yeah.
You've got this gorgeous big panel as well with your daisies in the panel there. You've got a statement daisy piece here on its own, which looks wonderful, by the way, if you cut it into watercolour card and colour that up. I did a lovely card with this, doing some paper piecing, so you've got that design there. Then you've got this fabulous edgeable, it's called your daisy chain, but that is going to allow you to do cards like this one here, where we've cut on the side, and there's those little mini embellishments in there, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
And the last one in the set that I'm going to show you before I show you a couple of the finished samples is the one where you've got the actual card. Look at this here, love this idea, where it's going to give you that shaping off the side of your card.
Yeah.
How classy is that card? Totally missed showing this one on Friday. I will show you as many as I can just to whet your appetite a little bit. So you've got that lovely panel that we talked about with the extra pieces. What about making, you can distress your linen cardstock and you can make like a lovely little set. Now this is a set of cards and envelopes, but using that lovely vellum. How fantastic is this?
Oh, wow.
Little bit of vellum, and then you can do, in fact, look, there's loads of these in here. Lovely little vellum base. Yeah. So that is if you're going to get the extra vellum in there as well. That's a beautiful card. You can be doing, I showed everybody on Friday how to do an easel card, where we do an easel card with your extra pieces on the top and bottom, and that's lovely. There's the lovely daisies on their own. I did a colouring tutorial on Friday on how to colour your daisies if you're using your tri-blends, the tri-blend brushes. Another lovely card with them on there as well. I did a foam flower forming tutorial teaching you how to do daisies with the foam. Loads of lovely techniques. In fact, is this one of my cards? Oh no, I think this is the one I took inspiration from. That's why we do these shows, guys, to give you the inspiration. Yeah. The collection's beautiful though. I'm telling you now, it's in the 9 o'clock hour. I can't wait to launch it. I can't wait to see what everybody in HSN makes of this. Don't forget, your 12 by 12 paper pad is available as an extra. This is on the HSN website now. It's live, it qualifies you for free shipping, and you can add a few of those extra paper pads on while you're on.
Dan Hatch, my favourite collection of all time, says Dan. I watched on Friday. I was watching Friday. I bought the Showstopper, says Peg. Jill B says, Sarah has a passion for craft, but I think her true gift is surrounding herself with other people with the same passion and creativity. Everyone at CC is amazing. Nina says, you could never have too many daisies. And Hannah Law, I love the daisy collection. Ordered it last week from Crafters TV. Can't wait to use it. Well done to Andrea Floyd on YouTube, who has sent in a message. Yeah. She says, it's like having a flower garden on your card. card. It is, and you've won that collection, Andrea, so well done. Just send us a little message to hsnprizes@crafterscompanion.com and we will send that out to you. What am I doing over here? They said come and stand over here.
It's quite nice. You don't get to come over here very often, do you?
Not very
Well,
often.
I thought, as you did this with Leanne on a show on Tuesday, you'll know exactly how to do it.
Oh, I didn't do it.
And you got, well...
She didn't let me do it.
You did the show. Well,
I did the show.
I'm going to let you do it. I figured you'd know all about it since you'd done the show.
Oh, okay.
So how nice are these little cards, guys? Cascading cards, they call them. Now, they look really fancy. They go flat to go in the envelope, but they open up and they cascade in front of your very eyes. Now, the kit that we're going to do is going to make you loads and loads of different cards, right?
Yeah.
So you actually get,
20.
it says 856 pieces, but actually it's enough to make 20 cards,
Yeah.
right? So I thought, let's do one each.
Ooh.
So would you like to choose? So can you see, we've got all these different designs. So you've got different shades and colours, different styles of, that one's quite pretty, isn't it?
It is.
The lilac one's lovely. And I thought, if I do one and you do one,
All right.
then we'll end up being able to show people two different styles.
I like the bumblebee.
You like the bumblebee? Which one's that one then? Will you get the bumblebee out?
All right.
I'll get this one out here, right?
Okay.
Now, here's how they come, guys, right? You have 2 sheets for each one. Now, you'll know the 2 different ones because on one sheet, they go down this way.
Right.
And on one sheet, they go down this way. Make sure you pick up 2 different sheets. If you pick up one of each, if you pick 2 sheets like this, it won't go together,
I see.
right? Now, it's all pre-die cut.
Right.
So all you're going to do is you're going to pop everything out, Ben.
Okay.
And you see it even pulls out a little cut here, and a cut down there and a cut up there.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do the same with this one.
Yeah.
And it'll give you a cut, one cut out, one cut up and one cut out, right? So you've got your 2 pieces. Now, once you've got your 2 pieces, oh, he's ready. He's ready and raring to go. Right, give them a fold both ways. Do you want to see us on the wide? Look, we're both crafting next to each other.
It's like being back
we
on
look
tour, this,
so
isn't it?
cute. It is
Don't
like
we?
being back on tour.
Hey, I missed this.
Right, fold them both ways. You will notice while you are folding these both ways that this is a fantastic quality of cardstock.
It is.
And it's printed on both sides.
Oh, it is. I can see
So
that.
really good quality. And what I want you to do is, I want you to fold them, Ben. And if yours looks like mine does like this, you're wrong, right? Because you've got them both, I've got them both going the same way there, right?
Okay, like that,
so
yeah.
make sure you fold the other one so that when you look at them, they should fold separate ways. And you know this because the instructions show you, pop the pieces out, fold them, and they should look like this. So that is exactly what I'm looking like here, right? Now, it's probably better to do this on the wide and show us both doing them than on the overhead, right? Because what we're going to do is we're going to take it, and you'll see this one's got an opening at the top,
right,
and this one's got a closure at the top. So these go on top of each other and sandwich in together, right? Then this next one just needs to fold underneath each other. And then again, this one is coming over top of each other. And that gives you that cascading. I mean, literally, it takes seconds, and I did that in front of your eyes. Look at Ben's. Equally as good, if not even better than mine.
Thank you.
Right?
That was fun, that.
Isn't that really good? Yeah. And then you've got all these lovely pieces of decoupage as well. So on your thing, you're going to pop out all the separate pieces of decoupage, right? And you've got loads of different layers, so it's up to you just how dimensional you want to go, right? But can we just appreciate how easy these are to pop out?
They are.
The quality on the printing, the quality on the cardstock, the quality on the decoupage is second to none. Honestly, we're getting such a reputation for these cards now. People look, there's a lot of people collect these cards. If you are one of those people that loves to collect these card styles and collections, and you're not going to make all these, make sure you get 2 sets so that you've got one to use and one to keep. Now, if you are someone, let me just take that bit off. If you are someone who's doing this as a small business, you could be making these are the sort of cards you can charge a fortune for. I'm going into dragon mode here.
What, make to sell?
Make to sell them.
Okay.
And so you can be doing all of these cards, and you can, bear in mind, it's going to fold flat to go in the envelope ready. So you can pop all these out. Let's have a look. For an amazing friend or hello beautiful. Oh, I could use either of those.
You could, absolutely.
And then, now, what you'll see on each one is you'll have this lovely big background piece. And that is if you want to stick it across the back of your card like this, right? So if you want to do that, you're going to do that, are you? Right? I'm going to put some tape across the back of my card. I'm going to pop this on there, and that is going to give me a lovely backing piece.
Makes it a bit more sturdy, doesn't it, I think?
It does. It just brings the two back panels together. Also means it's never going to come apart, even if the kids sit and play with it, right? Tell I've had that before, can't you?
Absolutely
and
right.
And then you can add pieces onto here, however you want to decorate it, Ben.
Yep.
Literally, the choice is yours. You could put, if you want to put them in the background, you can put them in the foreground. You can use your tape pens if you wanted to use your three-dimensional glue. These are your multi-layer decoupage pieces. So, for example, I could put a decoupage piece on there, and then you can go and use your 3D foam pad. Oh, are you 3D foam padding it up?
I'm just going to do it at the back, I think, yeah. I think that'll layer over quite nicely over the back.
I'm going to go with the... Oh, yeah. Look at Ben. He's nailing out the decoupage here like you wouldn't believe.
Like you would not believe it.
And I'm going to layer that one up on there.
Yeah.
You can take, if I want to go next level, that one will be
It's not easy when they're going you in. 2 minutes.
Is it not?
1 minute. I don't... it puts me under pressure.
Yes. Now, welcome to my world.
Yeah, sorry.
In fairness, though, I also couldn't manage in your world. So, because I can't manage to read and do all the comments at the same time I'm crafting. I can do one or the other, right?
Yeah.
I can't do comments and crafting.
Right.
I can do one or the other.
You notice how quiet I've gone while I'm trying to craft and
you're doing good though, isn't he doing really good, everybody?
Thanks, everybody.
You don't know if you're going well though, because you can't read the comments at the same time.
No, I can't, can I?
That's what I'm talking about. But you can keep going and adding on as much as you want of them.
I'll keep going.
You can keep going with yours, right? What I'll do is, while Ben is cracking on with his demo, I will show you all of the boards so you can see all the designs, right? So there you go. There's your first one here. Now you are getting, there are 5 different designs, 4 cards. You can make 4 cards in each one. So that makes you this one here. Yeah. All right. Brilliant. Oh, Ben, they're coming to take a picture of us. Smile.
Good.
Available on the group later. This one here is that lilac wonder. This is going to make you this sort of design here. Do you know what we should do? Yeah. We should give away your cards.
Oh, I'll give away my cards.
Should give away both of our cards.
Yeah.
Right, okay, keep your comments coming in, Ben. We'll pick a winner and we will give away both of our cards as well.
Nice one.
That I love. The colour palette on that one, I think, is absolutely outstanding and exceptional. We're being told we have to sign the cards that we make.
Oh, I didn't see it. Why didn't you see that?
You see, you can't. You've got to be in the room.
Sorry.
You've got to be crafting. You've got to be watching the camera. You've got to be listening to 1 minute left.
1 minute left. I heard that.
You've got to be seeing what Taylor says. But
We'll sign them.
She wasn't, either she was asking for the bill or she was telling us to sign the cards. I'm going to go with she was asking us to sign the cards, right? Yeah. There's Ben's B1. Yeah. So if you want to see what that looks like,
I haven't finished yet.
Here is Ben's. Yeah. Oh, it's looking good.
Thank you.
It's looking beautiful.
Thank you.
And then there is the one that I did, which is still a work in progress. I will add a little bit more to that, guys, and I'll send that out. Now, can you check your comments? Have we got a winner for our cards yet?
I'm having too much fun crafting. We have got a winner for the cards. Well done, Beverly Bryant, who said, this looks so complicated, but they're so simple. It's past the Ben test. I always say if I can do it, and anyone can do it.
To Beverly.
To Beverly.
To Beverly. Can I just write Bev?
Yeah, to Bev.
Love, Sarah. There we go.
I'll do that on mine.
Yeah, you can do it on yours.
These are amazing, beautiful for quick cards. Love the design, says Jennifer. They come out perfectly. And Mary says, sorry, your card kits are so great. Work up fast and look amazing. Everyone loves them. I always buy at least 2 sets.
That is great advice. And do you know what? I would say if you order 2 sets, you would normally only pay 1 postage to get the 2. However, HSN are running that amazing deal whereby if you spend $75, you get free shipping on your basket. So if you are going for that lovely big Nature's Delightful Daisies collection, if you're going for a couple of items, if you can get yourself to $75, you've got free shipping on there. It's worth doing that. I mean, you get a pack, just going to do 20 cards.
I know.
It's really 20 cards. If you think you're going to do a lot of them, get yourself multiple packs because we never repeat the card kits.
And the other thing to say is, as we found it the other day, you'll do 20 cards because you've got 20 card bases, but you'll have tons of the bits left over to make with other cards.
Look at left over. Look at all that spare I've got. I have loads left over, and it's really great quality. Now, can I just tell you? Yeah. I am going to be going over there to make one of these.
These are amazing.
Right? Now, if you were watching the Facebook Live, we did preview this on a Facebook Live before Christmas. So, but I think how fabulous does that look? Inside inside an exploding block. This is one of Michelle's, isn't it? I was here the day Michelle was making this, I remember her making this. So you can go and watch Michelle making this live if you want. Or you can stay tuned and I'm going to show you. I'm not going to make the whole box, but I'm going to show you how to make that lovely vase of flowers in just a few seconds. So I'll go and get ready for the demo while you pick a winner.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've done the winner, but I will read a few more comments out because loads of you loving the cascading card kit. Christina says, I love it when Ben helps make the card samples. He's becoming, it's very kind of you to say this. I would not use the word expert when it comes to me with craft. He says he's becoming a craft expert. I'm becoming more of someone who likes to have a go, and actually the results that I am producing, thanks to all of the goodies that we have here, are becoming better and better and better. But you know what, more than anything, I think this is the same with a lot of you guys as well, is the fact that the products are so great here. You want to have a go, you want to do a little bit more, and that's why I love getting involved. These beautiful kits are amazing for quick cards that look amazing, says Vicky. Robbie Hedrick says, I love this kit, beautiful cards. And Patricia Ann says, I need this for those last minute birthdays that I forgot. And do you know what, whether you are fairly new to crafting or indeed you've been someone crafting a while, you'll pick up these card kits because A, if you're new, they're easy to make stunning cards, and B, if you're not new, they are great, like Robbie says, like Mary says rather, no, like Patricia Ann says rather. Oh dear.
He can't craft and talk, can he not? We've thrown him, put him in my area of the world over there.
I'm just thrown because I say I never get to stand over here, so just playing the expert role for a second. They are great for people who do just want to make quick, easy cards. Christine says, Ben, you do great. Not at that moment I didn't, but thank you, I'll take that. Let's go over to the expert, the other side of the studio, and see these amazing pop-up vases. These are great, Sara.
They're brilliant, and you can see there. Now, yes, Michelle did it in a beautiful box where you've got the blocks exploding out here. They look fabulous on the front of a card. Now, how clever is this, where you've got it on the front of a card like that, or it will go to, that's just a whole, that is just a whole pretty awesome, clever card, that one. This one is just on the front of a regular card, if you can call this card anything but regular. And what I love about these is, guys, flat to go in the envelope. So that is going to fall down flat, go in the standard envelope, or if you want to do a slightly padded envelope. But when it stands up, this is going to do a vase of flowers on the front of some. Do not buy them a bouquet of flowers. Make them your own vase of flowers like this. That, to me, is just beyond outstanding.
Looks amazing.
Beyond outstanding. Imagine doing these as well. You could do a vase of daisies. If you go into the daisy collection.
Oh, that's a great shout.
And now I'm going to show you how to just do the vase, because once you've got the vase, it just sticks on the front of a card. Or, like, look at this one here. What about putting on the front of a stepper card?
Nice.
Yes, all of these are just different adaptations. This time it's gone onto the front of a stepper card, but it's always going to go flat to go in the envelope. That's what I love. Flat in the envelope, stands up three-dimensional to go on the front of your desk, right? Now, here's how we're going to do it, okay? Put my little vase to one side. This is the die set as it comes to you, right? So this is the worker die here. So you've got the worker die, and then you've got two panels which can be used to cut into the card. So you can either use them on every panel, you can either do it like this one here is, where it's got, oops, we've just took a flower out, where it's got no cutting on the vase if you've used a nice paper. Yeah. Or you can do it where you cut into all the edge, actually that's just certain edges of the card, isn't it? Or you can do it where you cut into every panel of the card, which I'm going to show you. So if you cut this out and use this die 3 times on the base, you're going to get the panel. This is also your next worker die. Once you've got that, then you've basically just got a couple of embellishments like the little bow that goes on the front are just for you. So let me show you how it works. Oh, and by the way, you also get then an extra set of flowers. So you get the vase as one, then you get the flowers is an extra die set, but we've included that as well. So you've got the stick for the flower, and then you've got all these different flowers. Now, these are just done in black. This, I think, is very clever, where we've just done them in different coloured pieces and stuck them together. Really, really clever here, right? So, here we go. I've used a piece of coloured cardstock like this, right? And if you use your die base over the edge, you're going to cut that out, right? And then you're going to cut in, you're going to use this die here to cut the panels in. Now, you just do them one at a time to go through, and then stick another piece of pink paper behind, and you'll get that effect.
Awesome.
Now, you need 2 of these, right? So you're going to cut them twice, and then just fold them and give them a nice crease on all of those crease lines. Now, because I knew I was going to be creasing these, I'm just going to fold this back on itself one spin. This is the trick, by the way, to not get your cardstock to crease, to crack. Fold it, and then fold it the right way. No cracking on there at all, right? So same again, I'm going to fold this here, and then I'm going to fold it back the other way. Now what I was saying was, can you see on the back of there, I've cut the pieces separately, and I've done that so that you don't have to worry about folding and creasing through 2 layers of cardstock together, right?
Good idea.
Now we're going to attach the 2 together, so you can just use your tape pen, or you can use your red liner tape, would work even better, right? If you're using your tape pen, what I want you to do is I want you to do tape to tape. So you're going to tape the back of the last panel as well, so that you are going on here with tape onto tape, and it just allows it that even stronger stick, right? So there's one lot, and then we bring it right round, and there is your second lot, and that is what will give you the vase shape. And you can see
simple.
the vase goes flat, right? Now, how do we get a vase that's going to go flat on the front of our card, but we can put pieces on? That is this piece of cardstock here, right? So that is the die that is coming like this, and you need to cut 3 of these out, right? And you can see it's got a bend in the middle, and then it's got 2 bends at the 2 edges. So 1 and then 2 there, right? And you're going to do 3 of these, and these 3 will all stick back to back, so that you end up with that shape, right? So we've got 3 of these that stick back to back, and then these are going to be what goes inside your vase, right? And you can almost see the shaping coming together, because it's kind of comes together on an angle, because it's going to sit inside, and they're going to stick on.
Okay.
Can you see there, like that? 1, 2, and then third one there.
Yeah.
So you can see exactly where they're sticking. And again, if you're not very good, do you know what I would use? A little bit of tacky glue, right? So if you want that time to position and manoeuvre it, put your tacky glue, because your tacky glue is going to tack quite quickly, but it's going to give it that little bit of manoeuvrability time, right? So we're using our tacky glue. In fact, I'm going to take a little bit of excess off there and put it onto here, so that we're not using too much glue, so that it doesn't take too long to stick. It's all these little hints and tips, guys, that you'll find when we do the full big shows on Crafters TV. You can go back and watch the show, and you'll see all the little tips like this, right? So that is going inside. This is why I use the tacky glue, so that I want to have that time to stick them in place. Now what it does is it goes up against the hinges in these corners. So I'm using that tacky glue just to hold it in place, and then that is going to tack, and I'm going to leave that to dry. And now while I'm leaving that to dry, I can make all of my flowers. Now I don't want to do too much bending of that while it's drying, right? So I am going to leave it, but hopefully it might be tacked by the time I get onto the next stage of the demo, right? So there's my vase. Here is my die set with all the flowers. So you can do your sticks, and then you can got your leaves and all your flower pieces that go with it. And I'll show you them dies again. You can see all those pieces that we've got, loads and loads of gorgeous flowers. So when you're putting them on, I've got some daisies, and you don't have to put them all straight. Your daisies can go to all different levels. We've got some nice lilies in there. You can be using the other daisies, for example, from your other set. I've got the nice little bow that goes on the front. I'm going to do some of the leaves. So you've got some of the leaves, and I've got several of the leaf pieces that come up. And then also some of these lovely flowers, and you can either colour tint the flowers, or you can cut them out in another colour and layer them on top. And I've got some nice leaves going all different ways and shapes and all sorts there, right? And then all you're going to do is you're going to come in with your vase, and you're going to start and stick these in place, all right? And you're just laying them in place across all the back. So you're going to put some on the back pieces, you're going to put some on the inside pieces here, and you're going to, I know I haven't put any tape on, but I don't want to just, well, that's not quite so. You're going to add all of these onto those different pieces and different layers, and at all different heights. And it's like a vase of flowers, basically, when you organise. So here's the one that I've done, right? Wow. And can you see, I've put quite a lot around the outside, and then on the little panel on the inside, I've done, in fact, I might show you to the front camera. I think it might be a little bit easier, right? So can you see inside there, you can see them 3 cross sections and how I've added some of those flowers into the middle cross sections. And it's all about looking from the front and adding each one as you go. And more is more with this. The more flowers you add, the more professional it's going to look. And then once you've got your flower vase like that, that is the one that's going to fold nice and flat to go onto the front of the card, or it's going to stay 3-dimensional if you want to put it inside of a box. The one that I like is where we go onto the front panel of a card like this. I just think that is, to give somebody a bouquet in a card bend like that looks outstanding. But then look how different they look. This one here, right, I need to stand this up. This is one of these ones here, you know, where we send with the flowers coming out. What's it called, sorry?
Is it a cube card?
Cube card, thank you. I never know the right fancy names for these things, where we're layering them all out.
Yeah.
But I just think, even if you're not using the vase, the flowers are gorgeous on their own. There's so much, I mean, look at this one here. Really traditional with an art deco, or then that's nice and simple, done as a box then. It doesn't have to be a vase. You could do that as a box of flowers, and the box will go into the middle as well. Just loads of ideas there, Ben, to kind of whet the appetite, as it was. Look at that one there. You've got to see that easel card, easel box with a vase of flowers on the front of a box, all done in them lovely whites.
I tell you what,
love that one.
There are so many people commenting about this set. Loads of you loving it. Love the pop-up vase die set, says Jeanette. Stephanie says these are best to save on postage as well. Yeah, because the fact that you can create this 3D effect but then they fold flat makes these a must-have. Gail says I love pop-up everything. Show me how to make it. Looks complicated, but I'm sure it's not. Well, it wasn't. You saw. Really easy to do for everybody, whatever level you are with your crafting. Ooh, says Suzette, so clever. And Connie says, I love that they fold flat for mailing. Perfect for Mother's Day. Perfect for Mother's Day. Perfect for Valentine's Day coming up. And you do, says Gina Rosebush, I love your surname, says you get a nice selection of flowers with the vase. What, says Sarita Rayner, an extraordinary die set. I will be making pop-up vases all year long. And Kimberly says, I've got this set. I spent a couple of hours cutting and inking flower parts to have them ready to go when I need them. They're so cute. The more you fill in the vase, the better it looks. And the fact that you've got that little die there to be able to arrange your flowers wherever you want them to go, I think really does make this even more fun to play with. Lovely and so simple, says Karen. When you make these, they're great to display. And Jerry says, my husband was asking if I can make cards with pop-outs inside. Now, Here Crafters makes the perfect item. Super. Evelyn's engrossed in watching Sara. Says, I'm so engrossed I forgot to comment. Well, now you did. Hello. And Denise says, thank you, Sara and Ben, for giving such good directions. The vase is coming together very beautifully. And Dorothy Purswell says, Sara makes the process look so easy. I think what you'll find when you get these dies home, you'll find it is as easy as Sara makes it look. It's accessible for everybody, and that's what we want. Now, let's give these away. We're giving away all of the goodies on the show, of course, and the winner of the vase dies is Denise Reed on YouTube. He says, what a cool exploding box. It's so beautiful with the flowers and the vase. Denise, message us, HSN prizes at crafterscompanion.com, and we'll get those pop-up vases sent out to you. If you've just joined us, don't forget everything that you might have missed already on this preview show you can find by downloading the booklet. The link is in where you're watching right now. Click on that link, download the booklet and see everything there that you've missed, plus what else is still to come. Right, let's move on with an unbelievable stamp set you're about to see. Lots of chat, isn't there, in the world at the minute about mindfulness, and I think you are, if you're looking for mindfulness stamps, going to love this collection. Some beautiful sentiments here, Sara.
Really beautiful ones. Again, there's two sets to go for. You can either choose the ones that you want, or you can just go for both sets. But if I show you them, it's that, I don't know if you've seen a lot of these cards in the shops at the moment, but I am. It's them really uplifting, positive set. And you see a lot of these sentiments as well. I see them a lot on Instagram and Facebook, people saying, do you know what? Think happy thoughts. It's all about that, you know, think positive and positive mindsets, and it's just giving those really lovely sentiments to do that. So whether you are wanting to do cards for people, or whether you're wanting to do just little affirmation quotes, maybe it's just that you've made a card for somebody and you want to put a little affirmation quote inside the card and just send that as an extra, you could absolutely be doing that. I mean, all the samples that we've got here are being used on the front of the card, but I love the idea that you could do a card and a little set of cards to go inside the card that are those just little affirmation quotes. I think they're beautiful. She's not afraid. She is not, right? So if I show you the two collections that we've got, okay? So this first set is called the Inspirational Bundle, right? So in the Inspirational Bundle, you've got Think Happy Thoughts, you've got Make Today Amazing. Oh, we've just lost the next one off here. We've got Good Things Take Time.
They do.
Right?
They do.
You've also got on there Breathe In and Breathe Out. I'm telling her all over that all the time. Giggle More, Worry Less. I love that one. That's the one I'm going to be using to demo with.
Amazing.
And then also Dream More, Work Harder. Nice.
Nice. Really nice.
And then the second set, and you've got the second option, is You Got This.
You got
right? So it starts off with the You Got This, right? So we've got the You Got This. She's Not Afraid,
That's nice.
which I think is wonderful. Believe, be your own kind of beautiful. I think that's lovely. Be proud of who you are.
Yes.
You've got Always Be Your Amazing Self. I use that one a lot with a lot of my friends. And Life is Tough. So are you. So you've got all those options, or you can go for both of them. These are both live on the HSN website at the moment. Now, what is also live, Ben, is HSN kind of saw the storm that was coming. They knew that so when we launched our brand new shimmer inks, they must have kind of foreseen what was coming, because they auto-ordered ahead another bundle of 5 inks to be live during the show to go with these stamps. So I'm going to be using these on HSN, provided they haven't sold out. So our shimmer inks, by the way, if you haven't seen them, these are the ones that are going to give you that lovely, gorgeous, shimmery finish on there. Now, it's a bundle of 5. So you get in the bundle that HSN have the Tropic Blue, Amethyst, the Peach Rose, the Starlit Sky, and the Sugar Plum. Okay, so you're going to get all 5 of those ones. And what I will show you, I've got a couple more samples just to whet your appetite a little bit with what you're doing with the ink pads. So this is using them, can you see the nice shimmer on the edge there, to just highlight pieces if you're wanting to create whole backgrounds with these. I actually did this card. So this is where you do a little bit of watercolouring with them. You can use the letterpress technique. You can create backgrounds with them. You can be using them through stencils. They're pigment based, so you can emboss with them as well. So that one's been embossed. This is just nice and subtle in the background. You can create all of your own background colours with these, and those are using the colours that we've got on today, right? Oh, look at this. They're also water based. So that means you can do that lovely full bleaching effect, or you can paint with them like what we have here. Even just splatters. I love that one there with just some splatters in the background, and then that's got a little bit of our glossy highlights over the top, right? So just a few ideas of what you can be doing with the ink pads, but we do have the ink pads back in stock. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Giggle More, Worry Less, right? And I'm going to use that on here. Now, the beauty with these is that you have, so let's have a little look. I think we might go for a bit of Peach Rose, and you've got the Sugar Plum you can blend into, and maybe it's a bit of Amethyst, right? Now, you can go either with the wide part in the background like this, or if you're struggling to get in, you've got that very fine piece on the end where you can go and get into the fine detail. So I'm going to start with that one. I'm going to blend from a little bit of Peach Rose into a little bit of Sugar Plum. So we've got the Sugar Plum just blending through the middle there, and then I'm going to blend from my Sugar Plum, and I'm going to blend straight into the Amethyst, right? And you can either go straight onto your ink, onto your stamp pad like I'm doing here, or you could use your little ink applicators if you wanted to apply them, right? And then I'm going to go straight down, Giggle More, Worry Less.
Love it.
And you can see that lovely sentiment when it's used there. Look how brilliant
incredible.
that looks. Really lovely, nice base sentiment. Now, what I've done is, I've done a one here where I've done the inking, and I've just trimmed it out and done a little bit of inking around the edge there. And actually that, Ben, just onto the front of a little bit. Now, if you use the yellow, look how it really makes it stand out. And then you can use the same background. Look at this, I've just stamped the Giggle all over the background.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, so you just mask off just the Giggle, if you want to just do the Giggle. And then actually, that is made a lovely background for that card to go on the front. And if I show you, I've done the Giggle in the background, Giggle More, Worry Less on the front, and then a couple of little butterfly embellishments. And that is just looking, I think, thebomb.com, right? So what I'm going to do is, while you're reading out some samples, we can tag team. I'll show cards while you read out what everybody's saying about them.
I will. Loads of you love these. I think a lot of you love the fonts on these, but also many of you just saying that you love the quotes, you love the positive vibes, as Vicky Bowman has said. Great for someone who's feeling a little blue, says Beverly. Absolutely. The kind of sentiments actually that you can make on cards just because you want to send a card to someone who's feeling a little bit down in the dumps. And Kathy says we could all use a little positivity these days. Lovely stamp, says Barbara, loving the fonts. And Karen says she's not afraid. No, I am not afraid to go into debt over so many incredible new launches, says Karen. Do you know what, Sarah, more than anything, I'm just seeing another message from Nancy here. Says the mindfulness quotes are so appreciated. I think these have landed at a great time because we do need more positivity in the world, don't we?
And I don't know about you, but I'm seeing so more of this sort of stuff. A lot of people who do make and sell, I'm seeing a lot of the positivity. People are making little positivity products and selling them on Etsy. You know, so for example, did you see that lovely? What about doing this? What about buying some really inexpensive notebooks and then adding your own positivity quotes to the front, or even personalising them for people. Those are the sort of things that if you are selling, you can be charging a lot of money for.
Absolutely
I'm not being funny, but it's good business, as well as having lovely sentiments. And also quite often we want to send a card to someone, Ben, there's not a purpose to it.
No.
It's just to make them feel good. These are the sort of quotes that you want to put on the cards that is just going to make someone feel good.
They are brilliant, and there's so many lovely comments coming through about these as well. Love the breathe in and breathe out from my desk when I return to work during the busy season, says Andrea. I think these would also look quite nice on like home decor pieces, and then there are nice sites for doing things like coasters on as well. I know we've chatted about similar things before. Danette says, I love this stamp set. I had a friend ask about where I get my stamps. Thank you, Crafter's Companion, for taking our crafting to the next level. Don't forget the ink pads, of course, as well. Pick those up because those have been so super popular. I think when we launched them on Crafters TV, they literally sold out in about 20 minutes or something ridiculous. So do take the opportunity to add those in to your basket with those stamps. The ink pad, says Leela Hayes, bring your creativity to life. Level up your crafting. I love that quote. Absolutely, they're going to help you do that. Evelyn says these ink pads are all about being the best ink pads that I have seen in a long time. Donna says, I need those mindfulness stamps. We all need encouragement. Cannot wait to send the cards to friends. Great quote, says Linda Longfellow, to inspire people. Loads of lovely positive comments coming through on the socials, actually. Lovely to see these. Melina Coplin says, I need this for my one little word journal. And Beth says, these will also look great on scrapbook pages. I think across the board, you guys are going to be picking those up. But one person who has won them, because remember, we're giving everything away on the preview show, as we always do, is Sherry Jessie on Facebook for your comment of, I love the size and font on the mindfulness quotes. Well, Sherry, you have won them. So congratulations. Email us, hsnprizes@crafterscompanion.com. and we will send those out to you. Don't forget, if you want to see more of those with Sara in the 3 o'clock hour on Tuesday, best thing to do, though, you don't have to remember all of these times. If you've got the booklet, I know thousands of you already have, but if you haven't yet downloaded the booklet, if you just look at the description where you're watching us right now, you'll see it. You'll see that link. Click on the link, and then you've got the booklet. It will give you all of the inspiration for all of the items that we've got to bring to you on Tuesday, and all of the show times as well, letting you know when you need to tune in to see Sara. Right, we're moving on at a pace. We've still got so much more to show you. A brilliant storage solution coming your way. We've got gilding flakes coming up, and of course, the unbelievable brand new Sara Signature collection, which I think you guys, if you missed a little tease at the top of the show, are going to go wild for. But let's have a look at this next set. We're talking swoosh sentiment dies, aren't we, Sara?
We are. Do you know, there's a lot still to come, isn't there? We are only 2/3 of the way through the show, guys. This is our way of trying to preview absolutely everything that you need to know about HSN next week. And the great news is all of these items that I'm showing you are live on the website now. The only two that aren't live are the two that have auto ship programs with them. So you've got to wait for Tuesday, because I don't want you. They have a lot of problems. They can't put an auto ship live before Tuesday, and then people have to ring up and cancel their order so they can reorder it with the auto ship. So they just kept them two for Tuesday. Everything else is live now. Now, what are we talking about when we talk about swoosh sentiments, right? So swoosh sentiments are where you've got a little squiggle, then your sentiment, then a little squiggle. So for example, look here. Can you see? It squiggles on, then it writes, and then it squiggles off. And that's the best. Special thanks with thanks, right? I think this is a lovely card, by the way. Now, whether you're doing them like that as a bit of a monochrome card, how awesome is this?
Love
Party
that.
time, squiggly, 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 and then happy birthday on there. Well, that's how it is. It's like squiggle, 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 happy birthday, squiggle, squiggle. That's how I always describe swoosh. Whether it's stamps or dies, these are absolutely fabulous, right?
Yes.
I love this idea here. This is actually a twisted easel, because look at this one here. So it says with the love, but then it's also using love you lots. Aww. And I think they're just the sort of sentiment. How awesome is this? Can we just take a moment to say, so it says time to celebrate, but then actually the celebrate has been done as the shaker inside the shaker. Yeah, or the little celebrate inside the shaker card.
Such a cool idea.
Isn't that such a cool card? I might steal that one and use that. And can you see? I love it when your whole of the front of the card is the shaker.
Amazing.
They're always my favourite when you've got double acetate front, right? Or just being really straight. Fabulous sympathy card. Really, sympathy cards are so difficult to do, and I think with them swash sentiments, thinking of you with sympathy on there, right? Now, I've got loads of lovely samples to show you and a nice demo to do, but there are 2 sets of these to go for. Each set includes 3 die collections, and each collection has 3 dies in each bundle, right? So you're getting like essentially 9 in each set. So if I start off with the Celebrate bundle, so first of all, so this set is called a... I don't know what the set's called, actually.
This
it
set
doesn't say. It just says swash sentiments on the back, right? But it's got thank you, with thanks, and special thanks, called with thanks. That comes in a bundle with best wishes, time to celebrate, and congratulations. I'm guessing that's congratulations. And then you also got birthday wishes, party time, and happy birthday. And they're always the swiggle on, off you go, swiggle off. Oh, apparently these ones aren't live on HSN, I'm being told. Oh. Right? That is your Celebrate set, so 9 in total. And then your other one is called Friendship. You're also getting 9 dies in total. So this is the one that's got the sympathy. And so you've got with sympathy, so very sorry, and thinking of you. It's called With Sympathy. You've got Special Friend, Forever Friend, and True Friend. And then you've also got With Love, Hugs and Kisses, and Love You Lots, right? Now, I wanted to show you just how easy it is to do a nice, quick, simple, but very effective looking card, okay? So I'll put these to the back so I can show you some of the other cards. Now, I'm going to use just a piece of craft card, and I'm going to use 2 of the designs. So I've got Special Friend, With Love, right? So I'm going to use them onto a little bit of craft card. Okay. I'm going to put my craft card inside one of my embossing folders. These are brilliant as well for using up scraps. So, I mean, I don't need to use up this isn't a scrap, so I can put them right in the middle and not worry about knocking them as they're going through. But you could be saving all of your scraps to go through your midi. They'll go through your mini these if you want to, and they're going to come straight through, and you'll see that even though they are very thin, the structural integrity on them is pretty high, right? So even like once you pop out all these little bits here, the structural integrity on that is you can see there, it's holding itself quite strong. It is, yeah. Right? So you've got Special Friend and also your With Love, and I find the best way to get them out is just to drop them out like that. And then also, and if I drop this one out, then you would find I didn't have to pop all the little pieces out, right? Now, you're going to do that. You're going to make these sticky. So I've got ones that I've done where I've made sticky. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go nice and simple with a card. Now this is it's a tri-fold card. So you fold your card into 3 equal panels and then cut an edge off the top so that you end up with these lovely 3 panels cut on there, right? And then each of these is just going to position on here. Yeah. And when we're doing flat sticking like this, the best glue you can use is the Collall All-Purpose, right? Because what it's going to do is it's going to allow you that little bit of manoeuvrability time. So I put that on here, manoeuvre it round into place, and then rub off any of the excess glue that you don't want on the edges. So there's my first one goes down. Your second one can either go in here or on here, right? It's up to you, or you can go on the front and the back panel. Yeah. I've cut mine to go on the inside with this one, but I've seen people do it both ways, and I think both styles of cards look lovely. And what I've done, if you notice, this is from my Say It With Flowers collection, this paper pad, right? And I'm using an A track on the end panels and a B track in the middle. Okay. Just to give a little bit of a point of difference, seeing as that's the inside piece. And then I've added a couple of little gems on here as well. So I just wanted you to see just how quickly we could make a really effective looking card. And I just think craft card, for some reason, just looks really authentic with these. I think authentic is the word that seems to sum it up nicer, right? So there we go. So we've got all our matting and layering done on the base. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go a nice panel up the front of the first one. Right, so that's just going to go nicely up there. Yeah. And I've already cut mine to size, but it's the sort of thing whereby you could just stick a panel of card on the front and then trim it to size later if you needed to. And that's going to allow me to put my sentiment onto the front panel. And I'm going to do exactly the same on the back. What's everyone saying about these ones, Ben?
Oh, they're loving them. Do you know what as well, actually? A lot of people love the idea of using the, the card you showed, the shaker card with the sentiment inside the shaker.
Yes.
Loads of people have said they've loved that, and actually a lot of people saying they're going to steal that idea as well.
That's why we're here, guys. We are here to give you the ideas that you feel like you're able to steal.
Yeah, lots of love for the script as well. Beverly, amongst others, just saying how beautiful they are, but they're still very legible. I think one of the criticisms of those sort of dies is it could be that you can't read them, but these you absolutely can. They're so crisp and clear. Lots of love for the fonts as well. Karen saying, I love the stylist sentiment. It really just does add a personal touch. And Gail says, less is more, which makes the swash sentiments a stash necessity, Sarah.
Stash necessity. Do you know, I couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
Look at that. I just love the fact that you take that and it comes right off the end.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to do the same here. I've got my special friend one.
Yeah.
And what you can do with the swash ones is you can always do, if you want, I'm going to go right off the end with this one. You can always do an extender with your pen.
Yes.
So if you wanted to take that out, you could just keep squiggling all the way to the bottom. So there's my special friend with love on there, and then actually I'm just going to add that little piece down there, and I think that'll stick on best with my little tape
Few
pen.
people as well. Rachel just saying you can also use the negative left over for your cards as well.
Absolutely. Do you know what? I've got a nice card. Isn't that card lovely?
It is beautiful.
Really
yeah.
like that. I just think it's nice and simple, right? There was a nice card using the negative on here that I want to show you. Look at this one here,
okay.
right? So that is, I'll show you to the front. That is the congratulations, right? But you can see what who's done this one here. Lisa. What Lisa's done here is she's actually just taken her scissors and trimmed off the end, and then trimmed off the end here. And then you've got the top and the bottom that you can then add your piece into. So that's that one there, and then you've got the top and the bottom, and it's just been layered up several times to give you that congratulations. There is that lovely one that we were all wanting to pinch the idea of. That's one of Lily's.
Oh, is it?
It's one of Lily's, that one.
Nice
I could
one,
recognise that a mile off. And I love how she's put the Celebrate pieces inside the shaker. And I love the double acetate front shaker. We'll have to ask Lily if she can do that as a nice... when are these coming up on Crafters TV, Ben?
These are coming up on Crafters TV on...
I asked you because I didn't know.
It doesn't say.
Yeah.
It doesn't say on my notes, so, but we'll try and find out for you.
Taylor's coming in to tell us.
Oh.
She's finding out.
Oh, no, she's not. No, she's doing a dance in the corridor.
She's saying, don't panic, don't panic. Well, how nice does that look? 4 different shades of the colour.
Yeah.
Lovely. Oh, or on the side of a box, Ben.
Absolutely brilliant.
Look at that.
We've got to move on because we've got so much more to show you, but they are gorgeous. Just whilst I'm talking, you can see a few more samples here with Sarah. The swash and the cutting edge dies will be fantastic together, says Nina. Jeannie says, stunning cards, Sarah. And gorgeous cards, says Marilyn Campbell-John. A must-have these for sure. And Robin Periso saying, I love the craft card with those papers and the dies. Take them next level. Robbie just very quickly asking, what glue did you use to attach the sentiment, Sarah? Or what would you recommend?
So that one there, I actually ran them through the Xyron.
Yeah.
However, what you can do if you want is you can spray the back of them, and our stick and stay would work absolutely wonderfully well for sticking them. Or you can do the thing where you put the tacky glue on your hand and dip them in your tacky glue and stick them on.
Absolutely brilliant.
All different ways.
Lovely, so much. Wanda's joined us as well, saying, I'll be watching. I'm a newbie. Wanda, everything that you need to know about how to watch and where to see it and all the groups that you can join as well is in the booklet, all right? So if you download the booklet, you'll find the link to the booklet where you're watching us right now. It'll be in the blurb at the top, and I know Susie's been dropping it in to the comments as well. This is it, though, if you need to just have a quick look. That's the link. You download the booklet, and all of the important information that you need about when the shows are on, when you can catch Sarah, what's coming up when is in that booklet. And it's a really lovely 169-page booklet that you can flick through and peruse at your leisure and get loads of crafty inspiration from. Really nice as well. You know, if you have missed any of the shows so far, you can catch up on bits that we have been showing you. Pat Polek just says, I'm saving this show to refer back to the swash card samples. Safe to say there are many of you who love these, and we're going to give them away. We're going to give away all of the swash dies. So well done, Rhonda Fagan on YouTube, who says, how cool are these? Great ideas for making the most of them. Rhonda, you've won them. So message us, hsnprizes@crafterscompanion.com is the email address. Send us your details and we'll get those sent out to you. So much still to come. If you're waiting for the look through of that brand new Sara Signature Collection, it's coming your way in the next 40 minutes or so. We've got the slide pop-up card dies, which you guys have been absolutely loving, and a brilliant storage solution coming up in just a few moments' time, which I think you're going to go absolutely crazy for. All that and a whole host more. But next up, we're going to have a look at the Floribunda and Vellum Sentiment Pad, Sarah.
Okay, so this is a mix of something outstanding that we do incredibly well, which you're going to love, and something new that we haven't done before, right? Now, so many of you are saying our paper pads are so next level, we just need to do more paper pads. So this one here it's not part of a collection, it's not part of a Sara signature, a Nature's Garden, it's not a vlog, it is just an amazing standalone paper pad, right? And then what you've got is, you've got all of these designs, and we're going to flick through. So I want you to see all of these. They are, Faye has absolutely excelled herself.
She's on fire,
and
isn't she, at the minute?
Look at the background. They're the background ones where it looks like we do, it's like not the gold foiling, it's the gold printing, right? So you're getting all these gorgeous designs. Now, it is a 36 sheet pad, and you are getting 3 sheets of each design. Only 3 of each design. I'm telling you that so that you can decide how many of these you need to multi-order on their own. Now, the great news as well is, it's not just this Floribunda pad. Look at that one there, it's gorgeous, right? It's the Floribunda pad, plus I'm about to show you a vellum pad that we've designed to go with it.
Okay.
It's vellum with foiling on, right?
Ooh, wow.
Now that is your pad. This is the vellum pad that goes with it, Ben. Right, and can you see there are 36 8x3-inch vellum pieces, right?
Yeah.
So they're coming in a pad like this. It's a little bit hard for me to show you them, right? But what I can do is I can show you them on these boards.
Perfect.
Right? So can you see the sentiments that we've got are: happy birthday, wishing you a beautiful day. Along the journey, I have learned that the more thankful I am, the more I have to be thankful for. She believed she could, so she did. Sending smiles your way while wishing you a very happy day. You are amazing. Remember that. Thank you. I appreciate you so much.
Aww.
And can you see we've got some in the gold foiling, some in the silver foiling, and then some in the black printing as well. Another day, another chance to sparkle.
Love that one.
Friendship is one of life's greatest treasures. It's a good day to be happy. Of course you did it, because you're amazing. I'm so lucky to have you. Birthdays happen every year, but friends like you happen once in a lifetime.
Aww.
And do you know what, son? I'm going to show you loads of samples now. And all these samples are using one of those lovely sentiment pieces with that gorgeous Floribunda pad all around there as well. So can you see just some little scraps around the side, little piece on the front. Make them into tags. So you can cut these out, sending smiles your way whilst wishing you a very happy day. And I love the foiling on these as well. There's the one that said the friendship was like one of life's greatest treasures. Use them as a wrap around your card as well. They wrap around another day, another chance to sparkle. It's a good day to be happy there. You can see they really are fabulous, gorgeous sentiments. Now, this is a world launch. It is live on the website now, right? So I'm going to tell you now, Adam Freeman, there's going to be so much trouble if we have none of this left by the time we get to Adam Freeman show at 9 o'clock. It's designed to be in there. I think that's just absolutely gorgeous.
Very pretty.
But I just think, they're just wonderful. Now, you can either do nice, simple projects. This is literally just a card folded in half. The paper does all of the talking, right? Or you can take it next level and you can go and be doing some of your amazing 3-dimensional projects with this. Now this one here, I want to make sure I open this right and show you. Loads of little mini boxes in there.
Incredible.
Isn't that lovely? And then you can put little presents in each of the little mini boxes. And it's just a little set. It's gorgeous. I don't know who's made that one. Sandy Brooks. Just put a little magnet in there as well to seal it shut.
Amazing,
and I just think it's lovely to see all of these cards. I wanted to show you them again, and I'm going to do one last thick flick through the papers. I think you should give this one away, Ben. However, I'm just wanting you, I want to know for everybody in the comments, how many of these are you going for? Because it really is. It's 180 GSM paper, this one, all double-sided. Designs are absolutely gorgeous. There's only 3 sheets of each. This is the world launch. It's the first time you're seeing it and hearing about the Floribunda. I'm going to be doing some amazing projects with this. When I do, I think it's the 20-something, 25th, 26th, 27th, somewhere around there. I've got a show with this. I'm 27th. I'm going to be showing you how to make gift bags with this. I'm going to be showing you how to do different styles of cards with it. We're going to be incorporating the vellum on there. You could have yours delivered by then. If you put your order in now, this is the sort of thing. Add this into your basket. If you're trying to make a $75 free shipping basket, then this is the sort of thing that's going to get you there. And actually, I will explain this because I explained this at the start of the show. So HSN are running that promotion day in, day out now, whereby if you spend $75, $75, they'll ship everything in your cart for free. Now on Tuesday, they're going to be manic busy with craft stuff, right? Now I know they're mega busy every day with something different, but it's a little bit different when you're selling £300, £400, £500 tech items. You don't have to ship many of them out. When we're doing smaller, under $20 price point items, they've got millions of parcels to ship out. If you want to guarantee not only that you get something before it sells out, but also get ahead of the rush, if you put your order in today or tomorrow for all the items that you know you want, most of them are live on the HSN website. The pricing is live now. The special promotional pricing they've got for all of the launches is live now as well. If anything ever changes in price, you can always just ring HSN and they'll credit you the difference back onto your account.
Yep.
They'll credit the difference back into your bank account, sorry, I should say. But it means that you can guarantee that you've got stuff, and your parcel will probably be shipped before we even get to the HSN day. So put your order in now, your parcel will probably be shipped tomorrow. Not only will you be getting it before everybody else, but at least you know you're guaranteed to have got it then.
Absolutely right, and there's going to be so many of you ordering this as well. Did he just say, oh, I've been waiting to see these, what a great deal, says Kimberly Trimmer. Heidi says the colours and the papers are next level. Dale says, vellum, a Crafters Companion does the greatest vellum pads. I can't get enough. What a beautiful concept, says Vicky. Ooh, says Laura. I like the B-side of the Floribunda paper. And Kelly Giambetro says, as Leanne would say, that paper pad is out of this world. Gail says, Floribunda is a winner. And talking about you, Gail Lawson, you're a winner as well because you've won the Floribunda collection. So well done. You've won that Vellum and Sentiment pad, Gail. Message us. Prizes, the HSN prizes at crafterscompanion.com. You're right.
Yes, I forgot to tell everybody, there's a reason why you couldn't see those swash stamps there. We can't tell. So the reason why we can't find the date for when the swash stamps are on Crafters TV is because they're a third Crafters TV exclusive. I was looking through the schedule and I was like, I don't understand. They are another set. If you want the swash sentiment dies, you can only get them on HSN.
Yes. Boom.
I also just wanted to sit down on your couch.
That's all right. I get the easy job,
don't I?
I?
Nice being you, sitting on the couch all the time.
I love the show. I just literally sit down for 3 hours. You're running back and forth across the studio, doing all the work. I get it easy. Easy. Got to show you this very, very quickly. It is such a brilliant item. You guys are going to absolutely love it. It is available right now on the HSN website. The multi-storage binder. You know how much you love our folders that store all of your dies in and your stamps in? This is amazing. You've got in here, if I open this up, look at all of the storage you've got in here. It's phenomenal. 12 large zip pockets across 3 panels. So these really are stunning. So you can keep all of your crafty goodies in here. If I just hold that still for you, there you go. You can see everything that you've got in here. So each panel has got like a hook and mesh strip along the centre, which actually means you can take these out. So if you want individual items, to take with you on holiday, whatever it might be, you can do. And the great thing is, of course, they're all see-through too, so you can store all of your items in there and see exactly what is in there as well. Perfect for you if you are someone perhaps who likes to craft on the move. You've got the zip edges all around these too. Really capacious pockets as well, as Leanne would say. Really, really nice and spacious for all of those crafty items. But like I've said, take that one out if you want to use that one. The middle panel comes out too. All on that centre panel, which has got that hook and mesh system on there. And even the back panel comes out as well. So, if you want to store everything in there and transport it all with you, you can. But you don't necessarily have to do that. I also look at this as well, and I know you guys do the same. But obviously, this is going to store all of your craft goodies in. But great too for, just taking other bits and pieces with you as well. Maybe it's things like your makeup. Maybe it's things like your, wash bags when you're going away. It is super, really, really easy to use, but you can stack so much in there, and you can see those pockets have been designed to fit in all sorts of crafty goodies in there, from the pens as we saw there to bottles of glue to your bits and pieces, tools, buttons, and so much more. It's coming up in the 9 p.m. hour, I should say, on Tuesday, but of course it's available on the website right now, so make sure you snap it up. I think it's going to be very, very popular indeed, and you can find out more about the multi-storage binder on our booklet, which is available right now to download wherever you might be watching us. Loads of comments coming through through. Karen saying, love that storage. No matter how much storage I buy, I'm never organised. It's never ending, is it? Because the thing is you buy all of the goodies, then you buy the storage for it, then more of the goodies arrive, then you have to buy more storage. That's a must-have. And even just saying, that is so handy. I could do with a few of those. We'll get a few now because they are available for you right now on the HSN website. Right, moving on at a pace. Still loads to come over the course of the next 40 minutes or so. Let's have a look at the slide pop-up card dies. If you're watching Crafters TV, I think earlier in the week you might have seen a sneaky peek of these, but these are brilliant, particularly, Sarah, if you like to kind of do cards with a little hidden message in there, aren't they?
Yes, so I love these, okay? To me, any die that does something clever like this is an essential worker die in your set, right? So this is one of the ones that I did earlier this week, right? But I'm just going to tell you now, my family love these. I made a few of these because it reveals a hidden picture of the family underneath, right? So it looks like a really nice, pretty card, but then you've got that pop-up that reveals a hidden picture. Or you can do it sideways. Maybe it's to reveal a little hidden message, or it might be revealing an invitation to a birthday party or whatever it is. It's this mechanism that is absolutely brilliant, right? And you don't have to just use them on cards. Look at this on the front of a box. I think that's beautiful on the front of a box there as well. This is really cute. I know it's the wrong time of year, but Halloween cards. Trick or treat. How gorgeous is that on there? And you can use them on the front of anything, right? Anything you can make, you use them on the front of. Now, I'm going to show you how easy it is to do, right? This is the die set here. And you know there's a lot of dies when you've got the worker dies and all these bonus extras, right? Yeah. So that there, those are your extra dies. These two are your worker dies, right? So if I just show you, this one and this one are the worker dies, give you this shape and this shape. And then all these accessory pieces give you all the embellishments to finish off any of those cards, whether you're doing them portrait or landscape, right? So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to start off, I'm going to focus on the worker die concept, right? So if we pop that on, I'm going to pop this through here. Actually, that'll fit on there quite nicely that way. These are brilliant because they'll fit through your MIDI machine as well. So, if you're just a beginner, I know you're going to be looking at this and you're going to be thinking, oh, I don't know where to go with this. I don't know what I'm doing. This looks way complicated if I'm just a newbie crafter. It's not, guys. You're going to see in a second just how simple it is, right? So, there's that die there. And I've actually, just on this one here, I'm going to just push this along a little bit so you can see it. On this one here, I've just inked around the edges a little bit, right? And then you're going to take this die, and I want you to cut this out of a different type of cardstock, Ben, so that you end up with this sort of shape here. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you how the two go together, right? Now, a little bit of a tip here, right? If you've got the score lines on, I want you to fold it away from itself first, right? And then fold it into itself, and that's how you don't get any cracking, right? So I'm going to do the same again. I'm going to fold it away from itself, and then I'm going to fold it into itself, and that is that's going to be my middle mechanism. Same here, away from itself first, and then into itself. No cracking on the cardstock. We need to attach the two together. Now, can you see what's going to happen is this is going to go underneath here. I'm going to fold this under like that. That's going to go underneath, and it connects, that bit that sticks up here, right, connects onto this panel here. Okay. So that's the easiest way to think about it, right? So if I just lift this off, I'm going to put tape along the bottom of here, and just to get it to stick really well, I'm also going to put tape onto here like this. So we're going tape onto tape, right? Now, I'm doing it, once you've done it a few times, guys, you'll really understand and see where to put it, but I'm trying to do it live for you watching so that you can see, right? That goes into there. That piece is going to just stick onto the end of here. Obviously, you won't have to do it back to front upside down for the camera, right? That goes onto there, and that gives you that little slider pulley, right? So that's how it's going to work. Now, that is going to go on the front of your card. So what I've got is, I've got the nice front panel of my card. I'm going to do one sideways for a change, right? So this here, I'm just going to mat and layer onto the front base of the card, and that is going to go there like that.
I need to track down the card you made me earlier in the week, actually, the on
and show everybody that. That would be lovely. This is going to go on here like this, right? And then I've stamped out sending love your way, right? So I'm going to pop the sending love your way down, and then the piece on top, and then I want the bit that comes out to say on your birthday, right? So I'm actually going to do the matting and layering for the on your birthday first of all. So that is going to come right up to the edge panel of here. So sending love your way on your birthday. Now, the way I like to do this, Ben, just a minute, is I'm going to stick this down with a little bit of the manoeuvrable glue, right?
Okey-dokey.
So that I can pop that in there, manoeuvre it into place, so that when I'm sticking this down, if it's not quite right, I've got that manoeuvrability. However, that is looking pretty good. No, it might come slightly to the right. And then whatever you don't need, you just rub that little bit of excess glue away there, you see.
Yeah.
It's the best way to do it. Now, once we've got that down on there, you're going to put tape round the outsides. Try not to get too close to where our cardstock is, and put extra at the top, right? I've got a bit too close to the cardstock there, so I'm just going to rub that away, all right? Extra on the top, because that is the only point of it sticking on there, right? So if I hold that down there now, sending love your way on your birthday, right? And actually
brilliant.
that there, I just want to make sure we'll only pull it that far. That's nice, right? So a nice stick all the way around, and in it goes, right? And then if you want to just finish that off, what I've done is I've used all these extra little pieces, and can you see I've just got really hard to pick up off the base here, right? I'm going to pop that on there.
Oh, lovely.
So I'm going to stick that on there so that it'll just pull up and reveal all of that. And I've got a couple of little balloons on some acetate.
Yeah.
Now, I'm just realising we're running way behind time, so I might just show you how I've stuck them on, right?
Perfect.
So if I just pop them, let's have a look. I've pulled that a little bit too far. Oh, Ben, you know, live on TV and all.
There you go,
right, there we
you
go. So you can see I've just stuck that in the middle with a few little bits of acetate coming up with my balloons on.
Yeah.
And that gives me that pulley, sending love your way. But look how easy it is to operate that mechanism. And it's the same whether you're on this piece here, whether you're doing it on your boxes, whether you're doing it on your card. I mean, I did that one there with mirror card and glitter card, because somebody wrote in and said, can you use them on glitter card?
Yeah.
And so I wanted to show everybody you can actually do it on the glitter card. Just shows you how awesome are they.
Oh, they're amazing. And also, don't forget, if you missed the show, we did these on Monday, I think.
We did.
You can
go back and watch.
And watch all of Sarah's demos from that as well, because Sarah's making cards with like 2 sliders on. She made me one with 3 sliders on. They're brilliant. And I think it's one of those things that once you've done it once, twice, maybe 3 times, you'll have the hang of it. 32 dies in total within the pack, and full instructions included. And like I say, you can go back to Monday and watch that show for more inspiration as well. This pop-up card day is brilliant, says Marilyn Campbell, John. And Deanne Runge just saying, I love watching how to make them it's less intimidating. And again, that's what we're here for, giving you all of these products, but showing you that it's really simple to do and really accessible for everyone. Thanks again, Crafter's Companion, says Hadassah. Loving the slide pop-up dies. Another must-have to pair with the Roaring 20s collection, which is about 20 minutes away now. Do not go anywhere. Jeannie says, is it any surprise that I want this? I want it all. Lol. Dion Harris says these dies are amazing. So nice to reveal a nice message, or like Sarah was showing as well, great to reveal like a nice picture as well. A lot of you were chatting about using these in conjunction with scrapbook projects too. And Karen Bernhardt says these slide cards are so wonderful for kids' birthday party invitations as well. Everyone loves a surprise. They do. And talking of surprises, let me surprise Leela Hayes and say congratulations, Leela. You've won the slide pop-up dies just for messaging saying you love how Crafter's Companion make the most complicated things actually easy to do. And now you'll be able to find out just how easy it is to make those slide pop-up cards. Message us HSN prizes at crafterscompanion.com and we will get those sent out to you. We're in the home straight on your preview show. Still to come, the Simple Stitch Sentiment dies and stamps. The big reveal, the big talk through of that brand new Sarah Signature Roaring 20s collection, which I know loads of you are staying tuned for. But before all of that, shall we have a bit of sparkle? Shall we have a bit of bling?
Yes,
Sarah?
we should. All of the above. All of the above. Can I just say one of the biggest launches of the year, last year for us, were gilding flakes. Now, if you haven't yet got any of our gilding flakes, oh, hello, I've got just the kit for you, right? And it's got 6 pots of gilding flakes in, and more importantly, this bad boy here. Now, you absolutely categorically need this, because this is the set which gives you the ink pad to allow you to stamp and then do gilded pieces with the ink pad, right? So it's this one here. You get the little ink pad, you get the liquid glue. You can't use any glue, must be the special glue that is, it's not that it's special glue for gilding.
No.
It's that it's special glue which will take into the ink pad to allow you to stamp, so that you can do things like this.
That's
amazing.
amazing.
Wow, that is what you are all wanting to do, right? So I'm going to show you how to do that, how we're going to ink up, and then we're going to stamp, and then we're going to gild over the stamp, right? Now, if you haven't seen gilding flakes before, right, they're awesome. Let me just show you. Let's open one of these pots. I want you to see they're exactly what you think. So if you've ever seen gilding flake, you've done like gilding on a cake or something like that. Little pot of amazingness in here, right? Now, what I'm going to show you is you can take a little bit of, they work on any type of card, white or black card or whatever, right? You can put, I'm going to just put a strip along here, I'm going to put a couple of little strips of adhesive there, right? So where you've got the adhesive on there, you can see them. And if I take that gilding, right, and I'm going to pop a little bit of the purple gilding onto here, right? I'm going to mix it with a little bit of the pink, so I'm going to get my pink gilding out here, and then I'm going to take a little bit of that gilding, and I'm going to pop the pink into there. And you only need a tiny bit. I know I'm not demonstrating that very well because I've got absolutely loads of it, right? But you only need a little bit. But then you must have the foam, which comes included in the set, and you're going to rub the foam, and you're going to rub it over where we've got the adhesive on. And then you get that incredible, the way the light bounces off it, right? Now, I'm going to leave these here because I'm going to do something else. If you've got any of our glue pens, right, this will stick to any type of glue. So watch this, I'm just going to write, Sara and Ben are amazing.
Love that.
Right? So you need to write that, and then can you see the glue's still wet?
Yes.
So we need to allow the glue to dry.
Okay.
So I'm just, actually, while that glue's drying, no, I think it'll only take a second, actually. I'm going to give it a bit of a blow, guys.
By the way, you can write whatever you want to write. You don't have to write Sara and Ben are amazing.
No, you do.
Oh, you do have to write that. Oh, sorry, you do.
It's essential
I take that
for
back.
the demo to work the best, right?
Right, okay.
So I'm going to allow that. It's just tack in a second. While it's tacking, I'm going to show you the colours that we've got in the gilding, right? So you will get all these three colours here. So you get these are the cosmic set. No, it's not cosmic, is it not? What set's this? Oh, I can't remember. Anyway. You get the blue, the carnival, blue, the purple, and the pink in, and then you get a whole set of pinks, which has got like the rose gold. It's called the blush set. This one here, and just to show you. This is it done in different colours. This is actually a mix of all the colours. And then it's exactly the same with this one here. If you're taking that butterfly and you're adding all the different colours and then you're doing a mix of the different colours. Yeah. Now, just so happens that my Sara and Ben are amazing has actually started to dry. So now I can take these. So I think I'll do Sara in purple. Okay. I think I'll do, because if you didn't wait for it, by the way, the glue will rub all over, right? So whereas I can do this and the glue's not moving, right? The glue, yes. And then I'm going to go, Ben is amazing, in the pink, and the glue, it's only going to stick where you've got the glue. So if I rub all that away, Sara and Ben are amazing. This is why you need those little foam pieces, guys, so that you can rub all that away. And actually, you can rub all of these.
Oh, that looks immense.
Isn't that amazing,
Love
right?
it.
Now, I did say you needed to learn. Oh, look, my nails are going to look fabulous, but yeah, not quite what we should have done this last, shouldn't we, right? Now, let's imagine you've got one of those lovely stamps, Ben, that we had on earlier. Make today amazing, right? And I'm going to pop this onto just a stamping block, right? And I'm going to get, should we go on to white or black? Well, we'll get another sheet of black, should we? Okay. Right. So I'm going to put the black. Now, if we want to ink this up, I'm going to use the ink pad, and it's a drying pad as it comes, and the glue, right? So all we do is we take the drying pad, put plenty of glue on. The trick is plenty, and you want to get it, if you look, I'm pushing it in. Oh, don't, I went a little bit then. Don't breathe too much near this desk, Sara. Right, so you're going to put plenty of it in, and I'm just working it into the surface of the ink pad, right? So I've got plenty of that glue on. Once it's not working in anymore and it's just sitting on the surface, that's when you know you've got plenty in, right? Can I just say, this little bottle of glue as well, I use it to apply. So I had like a nice vase, and I use it to apply the glue inside the vase once. It looked lovely. Go and have a little look on my Instagram, right? Now you can see just how nice and wet all of that is, right? So you're going to get it all inked up. Now this is just like, it's the same glue as what you've got in our glue pens, right? So you're going to get it inked. We're going to turn around and we're going to stamp it, right? And then the trick is, it needs to be wet, but not, there you go. Can you see, I've got a couple of little bits here that aren't quite dry. But all the rest, you can see it straight away. So we take that, and you're going to apply this, and then I'm going to apply some little bits of the pink. Notice I'm using all this. I'm just going to give that a little bit of it. I'm going to take it away from the camera a second, guys, and just blow it. See if I can dry that. Please dry.
Give it a huff, give it a blow.
Right, we are live on TV, guys, so you will forgive us a little bit if it just smudges a tiny little bit, because I'm now under pressure again. Nicola's gone 1 minute
She's
in my ear.
stickler for the time
She is
today.
Absolutely. Look at this, right? So, as I go there, look at that, right? So, when I get that, make today amazing, and again, you're just going to rub all the excess off. That is just where it hadn't quite dried. You see, I've got a little blob. That's why you're going to wait for it to dry. And I'd missed a little bit off the E. But how awesome does that?
That is brilliant.
Is absolutely. And my card, if I just show you my card, this is when you leave it to dry.
Wow.
I've used all the colours on there, and I'm just now that I just think is incredible. Now, bear in mind, you can either be stamping and using all your stamped images. You can be writing if you've got your glue pens. You must have that ink pad, though. It only, trust me, I've tried it with all sorts of other ink pads and all sorts of glue, and it doesn't work. You really need the set, which is in this bundle, right, which got the ink pad. You can be using it with your stencils. You can use it, using it through stencils, and then we've put a little bit of glitter on there. This is just using a few little bits of gilding down the side with the pink ones. You can gild all over backgrounds and it looks fabulous. You can gild just little bits on there, but honestly, they're just incredible. So much. I can't wait for doing this one. So this one is actually on multiple times during the day, whilst we have stock available.
That's it. And loads of you just saying, we need a buy the day option. Gail just saying, what is the item number for buy the whole booklet? There is one, but maybe there should be one. Also worth bearing in mind with those gilding flakes as well, to have some little spare pots for all of the bits and pieces that you have left over. Obviously, you're not going to throw them away. Pop them into another little box or pot, and then you'll have a lovely kind of multicoloured box of your gilding flakes. Jeannie says, I've never used gilding flakes. I watch and watch and watch, but never get to go there. They look exciting and make your cards pop, and everything is better with glitter. Jessica saying, I love gilding flakes. I wasn't sure I'd like them, but I find that they are very great additions to my cards. I love sparkle. Sea God says, Sara and Ben are amazing. Thank you. Oh, Gail says, Sara and Ben are truly amazing. I agree. And yes, says Christine, you both are totally amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Used gilding flakes for the first time over the holidays and I fell in love, says Betty. Leah says gilding flakes add an elegant touch of glamour to cards. And I love a gilding flaked card, says Pat. Nicole, I mean, there's so many comments. I love that butterfly card. I've been so intimidated by the gilding flakes, but that card makes me want to give it a go. Shall we give them away? Yes, I think we shall. Let's give them away to Heidi Bowman Myers on Facebook, who says those pinks are gorgeous. Well, Heidi, you now get to try them for yourself because you've won them. Message us HSN prizes at crafterscompanion.com and we will get those gilding flakes sent out to you. Gail is saying thank you so much for the demonstration with the glue on the pad. There is that email address for you. Don't forget, as we head towards the end of the show, get the booklet. If you've missed anything over the course of the last 2.5 hours, everything that we've mentioned is in that booklet. Everything in there as far as show times are concerned, everything in there as far as all of the goodies that we've shown you and loads of inspiration for you too. That's the link to the booklet, but you will find the link for the booklet wherever you're watching right now. It will be in the description, so click on it, download it, and you've got everything in there, all of the inspiration. I will just have a really quick look through here. This is pages of inspiration with the dies that we brought you at the top of the show. But as you go through, you can find out more about the auto ships in here. You'll find the concept suites in here too. It's just a brilliant booklet to have a little bit of a swipe through and see everything as far as inspiration is concerned. There's your concept cards. You can see how thorough we are as well, because this is literally just on those confetti creator cards that we had at the top of the show. That's 20 odd pages of ideas and inspiration just on that one set. I'll show you one more page. There you go. Then we're on to the Sent with Love papercraft bundle box as well. It's all in there. You need to make sure that you download it. It's your roadmap ready for Tuesday. And like we said, it's a nice little way to get excited for all of the goodies that we've got coming up, the majority of which are now live on the HSN website. We are about 7 or 8 minutes away from looking at that Sara Signature Roaring 20s collection. This next item though, the Simple Stitch Sentiment Dies and Stamps are an HSN exclusive, and we're very, very excited to have a look at these. The penultimate item on today's preview show, and as I said, we're about 7-8 minutes away from that Roaring 20s collection, which I know you've all stuck around for. But let's have a look at this next exclusive with Sara, who is getting ready to show us the amazing Simple Stitch Sentiment Dies and Stamps What are these like, Sarah?
Oh, they're incredible. I'm trying to clean up and craft at the same time because I've got gilding. You're going to have to excuse me. Everything's now going to be purpley gilded.
That's
right?
all right.
Yes, these, as Ben said, exclusive to HSN. So we've had several of these items going on today. That means they will not be launched here in the UK. They'll not be available anywhere else. I know there'll be a lot of people watching in the UK really annoyed with me now because they can't get them from anywhere. But these are only ever going to be available from HSN, okay? So what are we talking about, right? We are talking about a die set. Now, this is the Wish, for example, right? And you get 2 dies in the set. So what you do is you get the outline one and you get the cut-in so that you can actually cut out the whole word for Wish, or you can just die cut just the Wish into the middle, which means, and we've got Wish, we've got Thanks, we've got Love, and we've also got Happy. And you'll see each one also has all of the extra. Happy birthday to you. Happy looks so good on you. I love that one, right? So the idea is, right, so let's have a look. Happy, Love, Thanks and Wish. So what I'm going to show you is, for example, if you want to do Wish upon a star, how gorgeous is that, where we've got the Wish and it's actually been embroidered into the front of the card, right? Or you can do it whereby we take the Wish and it's cut out and it's stuck on the front of the card. So those are the 2 options that you've got there, right? I'll show you another one. So there is Happy. So we've got Happy into the front of the card and it's been embroidered round, birthday to you. Or you can take that one there, there's the Love, and it's Love that's been cut out and then gone onto the front of. Or actually, look, there's that same one that's been done there on the front of the scrapbook page, okay?
Cute.
So you've got Happy, Love, Thanks and Wish on there, right? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the 2 options for how you do it. So if I just get a piece of white card, I've got the Love die here, right? So here are the 2 separate pieces, right? So if I want to cut it out, I would use the 2 together.
Yeah.
If I want to cut it in, I use just that one. So I use just the Love. I'm going to hold it in place with a little bit of tape. That is going to go through when I find it. Sorry guys, I've got my stuff all over. My embossing here, it's underneath here. So I've got my Gemini midi. I'm going to take the Love and I'm going to put the Love and I'm just going to go right through the middle like this, right? Now we do have like embroidery threads and all sorts. So if you want anything like that, go and have a little look on the website and you'll see all that sort of stuff, right? So it does all of those holes and I'm going to pop it. Oh, you got threads in the bundle. There's threads in the bundle, guys.
Amazing.
I don't have the threads to show you. I'll see if we can get the threads and I can show you. Are they underneath? They are underneath. That's why I thought they were separate. So you get the threads in the bundle. Can someone double check that for me with my... You do. She is looking straight at it. There are all the threads that you get. 12 pack, all the different colours under the rainbow, right? Now what I've done is I've just threaded a double layer through into one, right? So all I'm going to do now is a running stitch. So I'm coming up, I'm going to leave myself a little bit. So I'm going down into one. And then what you do if you're doing a running stitch is you go back on yourself. So I come up the next one. And then once we come up, we go down into the previous one, right? So that you're then doing a running stitch all the way around. So I'm always picking it up and then going down into the previous one. Now, I just think that Love, you can see here, actually, I'll bring it into shot. You can see there, Love is all you need on the front of the card. And all I would do is I would follow it as though I was writing it, right? So you can do all them stitching pieces, and can you see they're nice big holes, so they're easy to work in. Now, personally, my personal favourite is if you take a double layer of thread like this, right? So what I'm doing all the time is I've got 2 threads that I've popped into my needle, and then I've folded over and I've doubled it up, so I've got it nice and thick like this. So you're following all the way around, and I could literally sit all day quite nicely, but I can't because we'll run out of time. But you can follow that. You can see how that's a nice thick line, right? Now the other option, this one here that I did, is actually where I use that with the outline one as well, and that's just a single piece of thread. And you can see there it's just much thinner, so you've actually got the option. That is multiple pieces of thread. That is a much thinner layer of thread. And actually that one there I've taken and just used onto the front of a card like this, and I think that looks really nice and effective. But remember, the 2 ways you can do them, they're either cut in die, so they like create a card style, or they are cut out, and you can use them with either the threads that we've got in the pack, or you can mix and match them and use them with any of your own threads that you want to. But just a couple of little ideas here, because I know we haven't got a long time. Love that one. That's actually been done with yarn.
In the comments.
Really loving that, because I know we have to get onto Sarah's signature, but I wanted you to see just how fabulous. I mean, look at that, into a nice big hat and the Love cut in.
Yeah, just whilst we've seen a few more, Jeffrey saying, what an outstanding collection. Just enough to make a statement with stars, says Trish M. Brenda Wood saying, I love the Wish Upon a Star card. And Christina Alfonso says, I bought the Stitchcraft box and absolutely love it. I need these. And lots of our paper...
And that's the thing, you know, Ben, a lot of people, when you get the little sample in the box, it's a brilliant way. That's why we do the subscription box, to get you started on something, and then you'll see we'll have more and more in that collection. But remember, these ones are exclusive to HSN.
Yeah, Mary says, I've already ordered the stitch dies. Love all of your embroidery dies. It is my new passion. And Jessica saying, I've always loved cross stitch. These dies look like so much fun. I really love that stitch look. And another must-have, says Peg Conrad. Love these, says Rita. I'm so glad stitching has become a part of paper crafting. Very popular now, Sarah, isn't it? Having you know, this element of embroidery and stitching into your paper craft projects. And Julie says, been embroidering since I was a kid. I love that I can bring two of my favourite crafts together now. If you want to get this, remember, exclusive to HSN. So adorable, says Lisa Primo, and different. And I love that you do these shows, says Margaret Copus. Spectacular inspiration. That is what we're here for, giving you all the inspo, giving you all the demos that you need, and you know what, the confidence as well to get all of these collections and grab them so that you can come back and know you've got plenty of demos and hints and tips and ideas with these. We're going to give these away, the stitch dies. Congratulations to Julie Burchard. Julie, who says on Facebook, I've been embroidering. Nicola's very excited about that. Been embroidering since I was a kid. Love that I can bring two of my favourite crafts together right now. Well done, Julie Burchard. You've won them. HSN prizes at crafterscompanion.com is the email address. Lots of you have been emailing because you've won prizes with us today, and we love that part of the show, that we can give away all of these goodies. Don't forget, it's all to look forward to on Tuesday, the HSN Craft Day. You can catch full hours with Sarah at 9 a.m, 3 p.m, and 9 p.m. Of course, we're also going to be featuring right across the day as well. I know you guys love to make a big event of it. It's going to be another fantastic, fantastic day. Right, we are almost there, but before we disappear from this preview show, we have to have a look around something which has caught lots of pairs of eyes over the course of the show today. It's glistening. It's winking at me the other side of the studio. It's like that. The brand new Sara Signature Roaring 20s collection. If you guys love that era, if you love your Art Deco, you're going to absolutely go crazy for this set. So let's have a look at it. You're going to be seeing it in the 9 o'clock hour on Tuesday. Sarah, this is gorgeous.
Oh, this is the biggie. This is the one that you've waited for, that we give you a tease at the beginning of the show. And I said you need to stay tuned right till the very, very end. And you have stayed with us. And a lot of you have joined us since the beginning of the show. And if you have, let me tell you, this is a world launch. So this is the bundle. If you look at it here, this is everything in the collection. Now I say that's the bundle. That's not the bundle that you're buying. That's everything in the collection. I'm going to walk you through what's in the bundle. There are two extra items which you might want to go for that are in the collection that aren't in the bundle. One is the 12x12 pad, and the other one is the A4 luxury linen cardstock. So the two bits at the back, okay? Everything else is included. I've tried to be really concise. I haven't done a small bundle and a mega bundle. I've just gone whole hog, put everything in for you. But that 12x12 and the linen cardstock, those are extras, right? What you do get in the collection is you do get the 6x6 version of the pad, and this is the first time we've done acetate in a collection. So let me just show you. I'll show you the 6x6. This is in your big mega bundle, right? And this, now bear in mind, we've put foiling on this as well.
Oh, wow.
So the designs in here are lovely, and you've got that added luxurious bonus of the foiling in there, right? Now, it's only a 24 sheet, this one here. So I'm warning you now, if you like the cardstock, you might want to be going for extras. But I mean, these make stunning card fronts in and of themselves, Ben, right? So you've got that 24 sheet of the 6x6. If you want to go for the 12x12, I will show you it's exactly the same designs but scaled up, right? This is not in the bundle. The 12x12 pad is an extra. The bundle is live on the website now, and it is free shipping. So while you've got your free shipping, because basically if you've spent over $75 and this one is over $75, you will get the bundle and you'll get free shipping. I would recommend, while you're on, adding the 12x12 in, and also on the bottom, so can you see in the bottom, it's actually showing you there, it says 12x12 cardstock, but it's a picture of the 8.5x11 luxury linen card. We have both of them, right? And I think it's because they might be under the same item number, right? So don't worry, if I show you the colours on the luxury linen, this is your luxury linen there, and then your 12x12 is on there. You flick through them both, but let's face it, None of you are looking at what's on the screen. You're not worried about that. You're going to read the booklet and everything, all the item numbers are in the booklet.
Colours.
And also you click on them in the booklet, it takes you straight through to the right page on HSN. It's clever how our booklets work, isn't it, right? So that's your linen effect cardstock. Now, first time ever in a bundle, we've done an acetate pad. And it's not any old acetate, Ben. It is our super thick construction acetate, right? So this is 380 micron. So you've got this design and you get multiple sheets of each one. So it is yeah, 3 designs and there's 4 of each one, right? So can you see there are 3 designs and you're getting 4 sheets of each one of them. There is the 3rd one on there as well. So 12 sheets of acetate in total with those gorgeous designs in the background. All of that 380 micron. I like to think of it as acetate, not cardstock, acetate, guys, right? Not cardstock, acetate, of course it is. Don't think of it as acetate, think of it as plastic, is what I was meaning to say, right?
We know what you meant.
You've also got a pack of sequins because you're going to do an absolute ton of fabulous shaker cards. I'm going to do a shaker card demo for you with this one. And you get a little gilding flake set. Now, in the gilding flake set, you get the liquid glue. If you're going for the full gilding flake collection, you'll just need more of the glue. You'll already have the little ink pad because you'll have so you can use that glue on the ink pad. You can also use the glue to add on to anything. You've got a little pot of the exact shade of gold that is the same gold in the foiling in the cardstock pad. That's where it comes to life. Yeah. And then also your little sponge in there as well, right? We've also got in this one some lovely organza ribbons. Then we move into the stamps. Now, the stamps are all beautiful ones to be coloured, and you'll see them in loads of the samples, how fabulous. They're just small stamps, but there is 3 of them for you to colour and use as your centerpieces. Then we've got some incredible dies. The dies are going to be making this, right? Now, she's fabulous in the hoop, but actually, if you wanted just a flapper girl, you could cut the hoop away. She works really well as a flapper girl. You've got this lovely feather, and you'll see on some of the cards, they just look gorgeous. Like, look at this one here, where those feathers have been used in the background to really bring them to, aren't they lovely? A couple of them sentiment pieces in the background, right? Now, while I'm on, look at this one here. This is one of my favourite cards, right? I just think that is one of your 6x6 papers in the background there. There's some of your sequins on her skirt to give it like a skirt. Love that idea. That is the die set there, Ben, right? So that is it there. You're going to use that so much. I'm going to use it in my demo, if I get round to my demo in just a second. You've got a nice edgeable. Yeah. I'm going to use this in my demo in just a second. That edgeable's fabulous. You've got this lovely showcase piece, which is giving you, it's a cut and emboss folder. So it's going to cut the detail out of the middle, but it's going to give you that lovely embossing. You've got a 3D embossing folder as well to go with this one. And then you've got all of these fabulous sentiments in the stamp set, right? Now, I think what you're going to have to do, Ben, is I'm going to have to get on and start and do a little bit of crafting while you're reading some comments. I'll just explain to you what I've done, because I've done a little bit of this card ready to go, right? I've done the background piece here. And I've done the background piece and I've used that die to cut down the edges, right? And then what I'm going to do is I've just done a separate piece of card, which I'm going to stick over the front, which will give me the base of the card that we can do our, what do you call it? What is the word I'm looking for, Ben?
Sorry, I was reading comments.
Shaker. Yes, I did tell you to do that, sorry. Do you know, there's so much going on, isn't there? It's just hard keeping on track of it all. It really is, yeah. So that's going to give me a lovely base card with them side pieces. And then what I've done is I've just used the embossing folder, and the embossing folder, because it's a cut and emboss folder, if you go through here and do the cut and emboss, you can see there I've got that one where I've added a little bit of ink, and because I can bend this over as well, I'm going to do a 3-dimensional dome over the front panel of my card, right? Okay. Now, for the front panel of the card, Ben, instead of just doing it as a card, I've used a bit of that acetate and I've created a whole background shaker piece. So I've got the acetate on the front, cardstock on the back, foam on a roll in the middle, and then I've got the piece in the middle. Okay. All of that from there, Ben, I can go and do assembly whilst you're doing cards, while you're doing samples. While you're doing comments.
Oh, we're struggling today, aren't we?
Oh, my word, Ben, that's 3 hours. 3 hours on the go for you. That's what'll happen to us.
Well, whilst we're watching you, then I'll read some of the millions of comments which are coming through. Roaring 20s, my favourite theme, says Evelyn. Beverly Bryant says, my husband thinks he needs to sit with me in case I purchase any more, even though there are 1,000 things that he could be doing. I love the fact like you were being minded, Beverly. Karen Bernhardt says, I have pictures of my great aunts in their 20s dresses, and this will be great use for scrapbook pages. They look so sassy in those dresses.
They do, don't. Sass is the word.
The Gilding Flake set would be a great compliment to this collection, says Marnie. And Christina says, I'm literally standing up, looking at everything that Sara is showing and saying, oh my gosh, I love that product. Oh my gosh, I love that product. Oh my gosh, I love that product. Oh my gosh, that's awesome too. And Andrea Amanda says, what a beautiful collection. I love it. Colours are amazing. Nadia says, I love this Roaring 20s collection. It is booming with pizzazz and as a fairly new card maker.
I love that one too.
She says, I think I'm ready for a big girl collection like this now.
Oh, big girl collection. She's ready for it now.
Kimberly loves the papers, the darker, richer colours. And our Susie's just messaged to say, wow, the socials are blowing up over this collection,
Socials
Sara.
are blown up. Doesn't surprise me. Look at that. You can go that. Cut that out, Ben. She is the bomb.com.
Yes.
In a little flapper dress. I can just picture her doing a bit. That's a bit of Charleston they're doing there. Ben knows a bit of Charleston, if you ask him.
Yes, you taught me some Charleston.
I did teach him a bit of Charleston.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm a Charleston expert now.
He is, I don't know about that. You only learnt one step, but you know. Like the positivity, Ben, like the positivity.
Monica saying, first time I've watched this show, it's dangerous.
Yes, yeah, it is. Comes with a health warning, HSN preview. It's the biggest show that we do ever in the whole month.
She says, I keep adding to my cart and ordering, and now I'm ready for Tuesday. Thank you so much for all that you do. Crafter's Companion, you are amazing. Loving all of the items, says Sue Hanslick. Looking forward to Tuesday. Just when you think there can't be any way Crafter's Companion can outdo themselves, they prove me wrong, says Beth. We hear this a lot, don't we? Each and every time you bring us a brand new collection, people think that we can't go to the next level.
Imagine being us. Imagine the pressure that you feel knowing that that's what people think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot, guys. I'm not going to lie, but we absolutely rose to the challenge on this one. This is the collection. I think because it's so different to anything else that we've done, the reaction to this in the office has been off the chart. People have, honestly, it's everybody, especially all the crafters out the background, they're like, oh, what's that Sara's got? How come she gets that? When do we get to have that? It really has been very well received.
What a beautiful card you popped together just whilst I've been reading the comments there.
Oh, just, you know, this little thing here, Ben, just threw it together.
Old thing.
Listen, when am I going to be doing this on Crafters TV? I normally did, I just can't remember it exactly.
I think I read the 15th. 15th
of February, right? So I know it's a long time to wait, guys, but you could be having yours delivered and you could be crafting along live with me when I'm on the 20th of December because you could be ordering yours today. It's literally live on the website and now, and so not only is this a world launch, but it's a world launch that you're going to be getting and having it before anybody else anywhere in the world gets their greedy little mitts on it. Grubby little mitts, I should say, not greedy little mitts. Isn't it? Grubby little mitts on it.
Just a few more comments. Stephanie just saying the masquerade ball would look great combined with this collection too. Sherry says I'm most excited about this collection. The colours are beautiful, designs are stunning, and the jewel tones make it so different. And look at the kind of things you can create. Wow.
Now that's fabulous. I'm going to give you a few other ideas of what you could be doing, right? Okay. What about this one here? Use that acetate. And then the gilding, right? So that's been cut. This one's been gilded. How amazing is that? I love anything with a light in as well, and the lights, the acetate, everything coming together just works beautifully well. I mean, every one of the I'm going to try and blast through as many samples as I can. Yep. I know we're about finished, Ben, but I just want everyone to see as many of these as we can, because otherwise, I mean, I'll try and show you as many during the show as well. Remember, this was the one that our Liam did that we loved.
Look at that!
Popping up and down.
That's so clever.
Love that design. I know everyone's going to want to know how to do it. I'm going to have to tell him we need that for the blog.
Yeah, absolutely right.
We need a tutorial for how to do that on the blog.
Yeah.
He's, I haven't got me. Do you know what we could do? We could get him to come on Crafters TV and show everybody how to do it.
Get him in.
Oh, let's do it. Let's get him on. Let's get him on to show everybody how to do that.
He's just walked in and pointing at himself going, me? Oh, now he's run off.
We'll definitely get the instructions, guys, though, so that you'll be able to do that. But I mean, these cards are just something else. If you don't want to wait for February, get in there now, get it ordered. We can get it, I mean, HSN might even be dispatching today, certainly get it shipped out to you in the next couple of days. This is going to be massive when we're on HSN with this. It really is going to be absolutely massive when I get to it. It's coming up in the 9 o'clock show with Adam Freeman. If it makes it to the show. We have had it before where literally we have had items not make it to the show.
It is going to be a super duper busy day, that is for sure. There's so many comments coming through. I haven't got time to read them all, but a few more just as we finish. The collection screams sophistication, says Adasta. Elegance, dance, or celebrate with someone. What a wonderful collection. Oh my, says Betty. That acetate is just the cherry on the top of the cake. It is beautiful. I'm going to give it away as well. Congratulations to Irene Gomez.
Oh, Irene! Come on, Irene!
Come on, Irene. So it's the most beautiful set ever. And Irene, you have got it. Just email us HSN prices at crafterscompanion.com and we will get it sent out to you. What a show!
What a show it's been. And do you know what a massive day it's going to be on Tuesday. So if you missed me explaining at the top of the show, we are launching at midnight on Monday night through the night. We're not the Today Special this month, so I don't know who the Today Special is, but they'll be on in the midnight hour. But it's a 2-hour launch of the event. So I'll be coming up in the 1 o'clock hour with some of our first few items. And then I'm on throughout the next day, but my full hours are 9 a.m, 3 p.m, and then 9 p.m. as well. So make sure you tune in on Tuesday to catch me. I've got all the different hosts. I'm launching with Suzanne. I'm closing off the day with Adam Freeman, and I've got all sorts of people in between. It's going to be such a fun day. But everything you've seen tonight, barring I think 2 or 3 items, 2 items. If you're wanting one of the auto ship programs, so those new creator card dies or the confetti borders, wait and get those on Tuesday when you've got the auto ship programs. But they will be going live at midnight with the auto ship programs available. Those swash, the lovely swash stamps, the swash dies. Yep. They are exclusive to HSN. They're not available on there yet. They will be going available hopefully today or tomorrow. But if you spend $75, you get free shipping. Obviously, there's flexi pays on everything. I don't know if they'll have the maximum flex pays on everything on Friday, but sometimes it's not worth the risk of waiting till till Tuesday. But you know that if it's just going to be really busy, they will literally be packing millions of orders on Tuesday. If you get yours in today or tomorrow, not only are you guaranteed that item, but your order is shipping ahead of everybody else's. It'll probably actually leave the warehouses before we get to the craft day, before it gets that manic. Same with everything. Everything's live on the HSN website right now. Well, it's been a good few hours, hasn't it?
Has been a great few hours. We're looking forward to a big day on Tuesday. And I tell you what, the fun has not finished here at Crafters TV Towers. No. Make sure you join us in just over an hour's time. We've got our big wrap-up. Actually,
it's really important. So this week, if you haven't been watching us the rest of the week, this has been our biggest week of the year so far because it's been new year, new craft. So this week, every day we've chosen a different discipline. So Monday was all about die cutting, Tuesday was all about colouring, Wednesday was mixed media, Thursday we had a big card making day, Friday we also had all of your bag making techniques on there, and we had a world launch on there on Friday as well. Yesterday was all about quilting, wasn't it? We had our first live quilt along. Today's been all about stamping. So every day a different craft, and we've had world launches, we've had brand new exclusive products, we've had some incredible savings and bundles, and we've had showstopper deals to get you started in all those areas. Now, if you haven't been able to join in this week, or you've caught a couple of the shows and missed a couple of them, we do one immense mega show every Sunday in an hour's time. And what you have to do is you basically get a wrap-up of the whole week. So don't go anywhere. You've got an hour. Go and get yourself a little bit of lunch or a bit of breakfast, depending on where you're at. Make sure you come back in an hour's time. I think we should do some giveaways in that show as well.
Do you?
I think we should do some extra giveaways in that show. I know we don't normally, but if you want to tune in and join us in an hour's time, I've just made the executive decision that we're going to be doing some bonus extra giveaways. So as if the show wasn't good enough, it's just getting even better.
Well, I love that, making it up as we go along. We'll be here in just over an hour's time, so join us over on the Crafters TV page. We will see you then. Until then, thanks for watching. Bye for now.